This is Justified. J.P. Grayson, PWU World Champion. And you're watching BJ and DG Talk Wrestling.
Welcome back, everybody. BJ here. DG, Pete the Wall over there.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pete the Wall.
DG will be joining us later. He's currently at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy handling some business.
Psh, what a mark.
But yeah, we're here to talk about SPO's The Cookout. I think it was a collab show with Hybrid. I could be wrong about that. No.
I think it was, the standalone.
Tommy Biz did mention that on commentary when I was watching it back that it was a collab show, but he could have been wrong about that. Who knows?
Wouldn't be surprised one bit that Tommy Biz doesn't know what's going on.
And before I get to anything, Tommy Biz absolutely killed it on commentary, but it was almost unwatchable because week after week, the commentary of Clockwork Dylan Shaw is just almost unbearable. And I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. But anyway.
Woo! Coming in hot.
I forgot to say that last week.
No, you've mentioned it in the past couple of weeks. Your disdain for the one they call Clockwork Shaw.
So it's known.
But like, I don't mind you hammering it in. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Yeah.
The people need to know.
I had a blast at this show. Going into the show, there were some weird vibes. I didn't know what it was. I couldn't explain it, but that kind of fizzled out by intermission, and the whole show was very, very enjoyable. We had some debuts at the PWSA. Beetle and Lucky Leone, who I'm a huge fan of and have been for a year or two now. But this was my first opportunity to see her in person. Beetle wasn't familiar with. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of her. But and I'm sure Dave Ross has had one match at least in the PWSA.
Yeah, he was there. Dave Reed.
Or yeah, not Dave Ross.
He had like I don't feel he fought like a big guy. I remember he fought a couple weeks ago because I'd done a highlight reel for his match. But yeah, I can't remember who his opponent was at the time. But absolutely phenomenal to see him return in the ring. And
I'm sorry, yeah, that tag team of Red and Reed, if they stick together, man, I think they got a lot of potential.
As long as everybody can tell them apart, because Hamlet kept calling Big Red or Dave Reed Big Red. Come here, Big Red. But then I gotta laugh. The crowd kept correcting him. And he's like, all right, come here, Little Red. Hamlet's growing on me.
Hamlet, yeah, definitely. I mean, he could, I could take or leave the Shakespeare, but his interactions not only with the fans but with the other wrestlers has just been gold lately.
Yeah, like I hate them because they took the titles from Control Chaos, but they're a phenomenal tag team. They're very cohesive and they know what they're doing. Much like another tag team I'm not a huge fan of, but we'll get to that later.
Who hold gold?
Who hold silver, right?
Well, but yeah, so yeah, this show was it was weird walking in. I really can't put my finger on what the weird vibes were, but all that kind of fizzled out, and it ended up being an amazing show. A lot of shorter matches, but we had a couple of very long matches. And the two I'm talking about were the trios match and the main event.
Yeah.
And that will be reflected in the summary. I tried to keep it short, but so much happened that.
Oh yeah, the night was filled with so much craziness.
Yeah.
Like especially the that triple threat dojo match.
Completely insane. Just wow, yeah.
Which Mark Raspa posted a very funny meme earlier on his Instagram page of compare and contrast of Jay with the kendo stick and Stewie from Family Guy with the golf club beating up Brian, and it was titled "Who Did It Better."
I did see that. Yeah, over the course of my workday.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Um,
the first time that we've really seen like Jay unleashed.
yeah, Jay really showed a new side of himself. He really, I didn't think he had that killer instinct, that that berserker rage. But
Yeah,
well, we're getting messages from the channel. Think that was probably meant to be in private chat. Yeah, let's get right into
yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah, let's go.
We'll cue it up.
As you know, our guest today is hybrid world champion, as well as PWU tag team champ, one half of the PWU tag team champions, Justified, JP Grayson.
I got to
Thanks
give
for
him the
coming
golf
on.
clap. Got to give him the golf clap. You know, I mean, he's
That's right.
representing SPO. I got, no matter what opinions I may have on the back seats, the enemy of my enemy is my acquaintance in war. And he's right there holding a major piece of victory for Team SPO.
That's right.
And I got to hand it
Well,
to
it's
you.
mine. Say what you're gonna say.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Going into the match, I don't know if you caught the show last week, but I said, I don't know if you have what it takes to hang with Feral Face, and you proved me wrong. But I'll save that. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, what were you gonna say? Because
No, you proved me wrong. Um,
it's what I do best. I mean, it's the story of my life. I have to,
I
prove everyone wrong.
I know it was hybrid rules, anything goes. I know
Yeah.
you didn't ask Rick Blade for any help. You didn't expect any help from Rick Blade,
Not
but
at
you
all.
got it, and you capitalized, and you won. Congratulations.
Cheers, mate. I'll crack one open. This is my favorite. For anyone that wants to win the way to my heart, you give me one of these bad boys.
Oh man, yeah.
That sugar-free new Suzuki Lime Red Bull. The nectar of the gods, a wise man would say.
Their flavors are usually on point.
Mm-hmm. Cheers.
So JP, kind of going into this match with you and Face, we know that you've had in your history a couple of hardcore death type matches. We've seen Face pretty much most of his matches involve hardcore death match type rules.
Right.
Were you nervous entering this match knowing that your body was 100% on the line with all the stipulations that were at hand?
Well, I guess you could say, no pun intended, at this point, you can consider me a hybrid deathmatch hardcore wrestler, if you will. I mean, look, I felt like I was in my element in that match, to be honest, and I wasn't scared one bit. And I realized, the ones that was out there with me, real recognizes real, and it was hybrid rules. And what can I say? I have a great team, and I mean, Face, look, you put up one hell of a fight. But your own team, Hybrid, wasn't even there for you. So what does that have to say about Hybrid? Where does their loyalty stand? You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone that was out there for me, they're like my ride or die. We go back. But it seems like Hybrid has to get their shit together, honestly. You guys, come on. What kind of team are you? Not being out there for your world champion.
That's a
There
valid
seems to
point.
be egos in Hybrid, and it's funny how people say that I have an ego, but let's just face it, those are the last type of people to say that I have one. You're saying that I proved you wrong, and again, I'll go back and say I've been proving people wrong my entire life. That's the story of my life. So the fact that people are saying that I have an ego, man, what kind of shit are you smoking? Because I want some of that. You know what I'm saying? Man.
I mean, we have seen your ego, though, over this year when it comes to your interactions with Pat Dynamite prior to this subtle truce, Billboard Billy Gold, You know, a lot of the guys who stepped to you on your title reigns as the PW champion or in tag team matches. So, like, you can't totally, like, brush that off.
Well, what can I say? I mean, everything leading to this point is justified. And look, I'm willing to put my differences aside with Pat Dynamite for one common goal, and that's to take over hybrid wrestling, which, I mean, we already did it.
Him, which was very interesting to see that, you know, last week he helped cost one of his own hybrid members their victory. And we've seen you take on some crazy competitors. I mean, just this last week, you know, in that the 3 versus 3, like, you know, you took on KTB and he's a behemoth in himself. So it's
Yeah.
not like, you know, you're no stranger to battling monsters in the ring. Will this match continue the trend of being a hybrid's rule?
Look, as long as I'm hybrid champ, if they want to make it a hybrid rules match, I'll do whatever type of match they want.
Well, I feel like that's something that you specify as the champion, right? Like, aren't you the one to
Well,
kind of carry that mantle?
I'm a company man at the end of the day, so I do what's best for business. You know, sometimes I do
Okay.
have to call the shots myself, but I like to, work with my team and, have things, be a collaboration, if you will. I mean, that's how we run, that's how we do it at PW, that's how we do it at SPO. If you know us, it takes a team to build a village, right? There's
Yeah.
no I in team, and that's how it seems over at Hybrid. Again, like look what happened when I beat Face for this title. It was only Face out there. Where's Mike? Where's Mike Jr.? Where's Jay George? Where's Declan Grant? Where's you know what I'm saying? The list goes on, and it seems like everyone's out to lunch and in big.
This hybrid championship reign of JP Grayson going to look like for us?
Well, one thing's for sure is whoever Hybrid wants to send my way, whoever it is, first, I mean, I got to beat Alex again, and I'll go back a little bit with him. As PW World Champ, if you actually go back, I did wrestle Alex, and that would have been my first title defense. So it's funny how this all comes full circle again, where as hybrid world champ, now I got to defend my belt one-on-one with Alex this Friday. So in addition to that, let's be real. When you step in the ring with me, even if you lose, you're being elevated. And I made Alex that night. I made him a made man. And he knows it. And Hybrid knows it. So the fact that he actually switched and turned on us when I gave him basically, I mean, let's be real, his first big main event match, I gave him a little taste of what it's like to be in the main event, to even touch a world championship.
Yeah.
And he wants to go and be a Benedict Arnold basically and be a traitor. Cute stuff, so again, this Friday at PW, where you been? Man, let's run it back. Let's see how far you've come. That's where I'm at. And then whoever else wants to step up from hybrid. I mean, look, it can be anybody. Again, however you want to put it, whether hardcore, hell, deathmatch, whatever you say, whatever you guys want. I mean, let's come on. I know you guys got some, artillery. I know the history of hybrid wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, we saw just, the past couple months, we saw Matt Tremont, we saw, Connor Claxton, Dr. Redacted,
Yeah.
all these guys come and try and defeat the feral face in
Right.
death matches, and they were unable to do so.
Sullivan.
You accomplished, Bam Sullivan, you accomplished
Right.
something that so many of these greats couldn't do.
So where would you, again, you answer your own question by that. It's like you can just automatically just put me now at that top list. You know what I mean? So maybe it's like, let's run it back. You know what I mean? Like a Mortal Kombat ladder, right? Let's start back where Face began, and I'll go through the same ladder, and the results will stay the same, and this belt will still be on my shoulder, around my waist, in my pants. It don't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like some days, again, I like to wear it like here. Some days it likes to hang. Some days, I'm a shoulder guy. There's many different ways to hold a belt. You know what I mean? But I'm a company man, and I will defend this title anytime, anywhere. And it's justified.
I will say, man, like when that 3 count hit,
Yeah.
I know myself, along with everybody in that arena, just went, "What?" And
Right.
I looked at Team Hybrid, and they were not happy.
For
I
me, it
mean,
wasn't so much when the 3 count hit, it was when Rick Blade hit three of whatever that was. That's what left me in disbelief.
You act like nobody's ever interfered in any of Face's match.
Um, who's interfered in Faces matches besides Skills?
Hybrid.
Hybrid,
Have
get your shit together, man. I'll change in the same locker room. So what's up? So what's up?
they?
I mean, I don't have every single Face match line queued in my brain, but I know for a fact Skills isn't the only one who's hopped in and caused a little sleight of eye.
Yeah. Again, this whole thing, like, with me having an ego is just so funny too. Man, cute stuff, guys, cute stuff.
So it's been a little bit since we've seen you defending them tag titles, though. What's going on with them, JP?
Well, it's a matter of trying to just, again, we got to see who's going through the ranks right now. And I think if I had to say who's number one contender for the PW tag titles, we'll find out Friday because it looks like, Control Chaos is on a roll. I'm not gonna lie, those guys, I'm so proud of them.
Same.
I can't even say I'm not gonna lie, like that's a shoot. I am beyond proud of Control Chaos.
Oh, absolutely.
And ecstatic for them. So I would say if they can get through busting the brain on Friday, then they'll get a shot. So
Oh,
that's where I stand. I think it's just a matter of seeing who's next to step up and take over this tag division. But right now it ain't going anywhere. And you know, I'm looking forward to seeing how the tag, yeah, there you go. Busting the Brain, return to PW Jam Session.
Well,
hell yeah.
this is Busta's debut, if I'm not mistaken. Alec Price has never
Yeah,
had a
actually
match.
you are right. Yeah, so
So,
Jordan returns and this is gonna be Alec Price's debut for PW. Actually, no. Oh, wait. Yeah, he was actually supposed to at Midnight Express, but
Oh, okay, that's right.
yeah,
oh, he
so
got injured, right?
so yes, this is going to be his first official PW match.
Wow.
You know, yeah, this is another test for Controlled Chaos. I mean, again, they literally just had a match the other week at Jersey Championship Wrestling. So
Yes.
I think this is going to be a hell of a match to run back, and I'm excited. I'm personally excited to see this. I'm going to be right in front of the monitor for that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think this
I
is
have
one
to
I'm going
be.
to have to film in its entirety.
That's going to be like fireworks, like of the 4th of
Yeah.
July. That's going to be like a spectacle,
Yeah.
and I'm excited, and I'm sure everyone else at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy and all the fans over here are going to be ecstatic.
Well, that's cool that you got that you and I'm sure Tommy both view the Control Chaos as worthy of giving them that title shot, because we definitely have seen a lot of tag teams coming through and setting their own precedents for how they want to be viewed and where they want to see their projection at. Primal
Yeah,
Fear, High Fashion. Even the tag team of Mother Endless and Sam Reaper, Day of the Dead, they've been
yeah.
they've been doing their thing.
We have
TO
a
champion
really
Skull
really
and Bones.
stacked. We have a stacked tag division, and we take pride in that being the company founded by a tag team. So there's never too many tag teams at SPO or PW, and
Yeah.
hell, if Hybrid wants to throw in some tag teams and have them shake it up with one of ours and shit, that'd be dope too. But yeah, we love our tag teams. We love tag team wrestling.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've actually mentioned that in probably the past 2 or 3 months now. How it's funny how Hybrid doesn't have a tag team. They throw their guys in tag team matches, but they haven't been able to
Right.
actually acquire a true
And
tag team.
right, and it's like that's the thing about throwing together tag teams. It's like you can't just do that. I
Yeah.
mean, you can, but at the same time, it's gonna take time. You know, chemistry is so rare, and it's so hard to just have two random people thrown together and just have magic happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, unless you got to just switch up your rotation hybrid, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you got to find a real tag team. Maybe you just got to like look for the right, you know, combination, whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I do suggest getting a tag team for your roster. You know, whoever that might be, I hope they have what it takes to either step up to the back seats, um, controlled chaos, high fashion, uh, Sam Reaper, Mother Endless. You know, the list goes on. We have mad tag teams here, and always looking for more. So please, please, tag teams, if you're listening,
Yeah,
hit us up.
there is no official hybrid tag team at this point, but there could very well be one that you guys don't know about.
Do you guys even know the history of hybrid wrestling?
Other
Yeah,
than
they
what Mike Senior told us when we had both the Hamiltons on a couple months back, they kind of gave us a breakdown of the lineage of hybrid, but I have not heard it from JP Grayson. So
Well, here's the thing. He says, "Be careful what you wish for, pal." Well, then, I mean, where you at? I mean, come on, dog. Look, the history of hybrid is quite simple. Let's be real. What is hybrid wrestling? When how many shows have you had? You know what I'm saying? And how many of them even, let's say, came together, right? So it's like you're trying to come through, and you're trying to take what's ours, and then you're just trying to like now,
I mean, they have collabed with GCW.
right, but what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, what happened? So what I'm saying is that, like, look, whatever y'all are trying to do, and whatever you guys are trying to do, it ain't working now. It ain't working then. So get it together. You know, you want to start a war with us. You know, look what happened in the past. You think the same, like, what do they say? History repeats itself. Right.
yeah,
So we have no choice but to put hybrid wrestling into extinction. That's really what it comes down to if they want to start a war.
that
So,
seems like where everything's headed to is that there can only be one. And that's kind of how it feels. Week after week, we see it's kind of a fair tug of war between, the Pro Wrestling Star Academy versus Hybrid. One week, Hybrid's got the upper hand. The next week, SPO, PWU. It really feels like we were kind of almost nearing this breaking point of who actually is going to take it and run with it. But
right.
that Hybrid's rule show kind of put us back at that starting point, considering the fact that you walked away with their hybrid championship title. Like, that is so detrimental to the organization. You know what I mean? But then also at the same time, Jay George took the SPO belt, which, granted, was a definite award for them. But there's many belts at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, so it's not as if they really
Yeah, that
took
is true.
away, like, your stomping power. Like, they only have the hybrid title, and then they've got Mia Friday's hybrid title, which was the SPO hybrid title. So
Right. Yeah, they're again just
Valid point from Hamilton Senior in the chat there.
PW disappeared, my guy, like 15 years. Hey man. But at the end of the day, PW left a mark on the industry. PW was remembered, you know what I mean? Like PW innovated, you know. People remember PW. So, you know, there's a reason why it came back. The next generation is going to hit hard. Um, I mean, if you want to come on and, you know, we could talk, Mike, you know, instead of just going behind this, you know, keyboard of yours, you know, that's cool too, you know. I mean, I am your champ. Wasn't even like expecting that at all. Like, to be honest, I was not expecting to pull the hybrid world championship and add it to my deck of cards. You know, it wasn't in my bingo card or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or right? Like
The
this right
entire
here.
building was shocked.
Yeah, like this right here, like I would have if you were to ask me even just like um man, I don't even know, like 3 months ago, like even just going out to Vegas was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and losing that PW World Championship that hurt, but I think this right here, I mean, this has a way different meaning behind it. This hits deep. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you right now, you know, I do got love for hybrid wrestling. You know, I do respect hybrid wrestling, and I truly wish it kind of hurts that we have this war, you know, because it feels like we're family in a way, you know, like if you really when I asked you about the history of hybrid wrestling, you didn't really answer it because here's, you know, the real truth behind hybrid. You know, Mike is trained by Johnny, right? And the fact that now Mike owns his own company called Hybrid Wrestling and has me, who's basically Johnny's protege, right?
Yeah.
It comes full circle. And on top of that, too, look, you could say way back when, I don't know, maybe at this point, it could have been like 10 years ago, in some alternate universe, you would have seen my brother and I in hybrid wrestling. You know what I mean? But we had different business. And right now, I could say it's justified. And looking back, it does sting that maybe we should have stuck to that commitment. But at the end of the day, we had to take care of business elsewhere. And the fact, you know, that, hey, we weren't able to get that other opportunity then, hey, I knew deep down, one way or another, it was going to all work out. And this is what it is.
But not even to mention, like, yeah, it may have been, 15 years, but look at what PWU has resurrected. It's brought with it a whole new community of fans, followers, wrestlers, and stars to Mount Holly, where, like, I never ventured out to Mount Holly. That wasn't anywhere on my radar prior to going to these shows and supporting the school and everything like that. So, like, to see what you
Yeah.
guys were able to create and bring about, like, it's awesome to see that the resurrection of PWU has brought with it such greatness.
Yeah, you know, this right here, you know, what we created and built, again, I'm so grateful for. And I don't know what I'd do without it because you know how they say, like, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. When, you know, you want something so bad, but, you know, I guess the time isn't right. You know, it's like
Yeah.
everything that we had last year was taken from us. And we were so lucky to have a place like the Star Academy at that time to just basically fall back on and create something from nothing. You know what I mean? And it's like what they say, you know, when one door closes, another one opens, and that's the story with the Star Academy. And yeah, you know, a year ago, this place was empty, and now it's like we have a whole family and a whole team and something just beautiful. You know what I mean? And I don't know what I'd do without it, but the Star Academy and everyone here saved my life. They saved my brother's life. You know, like our plans were so like we had a way different trajectory with our life and our career if you were to ask us a year ago. And you know, I believe that things happen for a reason, and I'm so grateful for just everything with what we've done. And I'd be lying if I didn't say, you know, look, hybrid, them being involved, it definitely helped. But the fact that they had to go now and double cross us when it's like, come on, man, it's like we're supposed to be family. You know, again, look what I said about the history with hybrid wrestling. Look where it all stems from, the whole foundation where it's rooted from. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then it's like now they just try to start beef. And you know, hey, if you want the smoke, you're gonna get it. You know, like you guys, it seems like since its existence, it's just been like, trying to shake things up for the wrong reasons.
Well, from when
And
we had the Hamiltons on a couple months back, we were asking Mike Senior where all this stemmed from. Where did all this, like, out of nowhere, all this carnage start coming
right.
from? And he was saying that he didn't feel appreciated after Midnight Express. He said he felt nobody thanked him. Nobody said, "Hey, this was awesome. Hey, thanks for this." He said he felt very,
Hmm.
unappreciated for.
So you got caught up in his feelings, huh? Well, let me tell you, and he's been doing this longer too, so he should know. But from what I've experienced, whether you get one or not, it's a very thankless business. And sometimes you just got to know, you know, again, the ones that thank you, hey, you know where to, place those when it comes down to, hey, you're going to come back, you're going to come back. You're going to be, maybe in the forefront of my company. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are grateful, the ones that help out, pay their dues, whatever. Thank you, handshake, whatever it is, right? And then you got the ones that show up, clock in, clock out. I'll see you on the next one. So I don't know what to tell you. Mike, again, Vegas was very, very, I guess I could say the straw that broke the camel's back between our partnership. I would say that was the catalyst of when things really started to become a little less friendly. And I think since then, it's just tensions have just been getting higher and higher each week. So at this point, it's like, what more could we possibly do? Like, what do you want? Because right now I'm your champ. I have what you want. But then Jay George, on the other hand, is, holding the SPO world title. So, what are we going to do? Because I ain't scared to. I saw that promo, Jay George. Again, I ain't stupid. I know what's going on. I see and I hear everything that goes on, man. When it comes down to what, we have going on here, I know. I know. You're not slick. So, look, I don't know what to tell y'all. Alex, I hope you've come a long way since the last time we went one-on-one. It seems like Hybrid's just hiding right now, so I think this interview is just gonna have to end. I'm gonna have to get back to, more important business.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, wise ass?
No, I just want to ask you a question, bro. What mark did PW leave on the community?
What month did they leave on the community? What kind
No,
of
what
question is
mark did
that?
PW leave on the
Oh,
fans? 'Cause I think is Tara the only person that comes back from the original PW?
huh. Okay. Well, how many fans does Hybrid even have? I mean, at least we have a fan, you know what I mean? And
You know, I think the
it's funny
best
that you're
the
making fun of fans too. That's, all right. I see the type of, company that you like to run too. You like to make fun of your fans. Noted, noted. Go
Hey,
on. What's
hey,
up, Jay George? What's up? What's
hey,
up? You been making movies? What's up?
BJ, you guys are fans. Every time you guys come to the show, I greet you guys with a smile, right? And
I'm Team SPO still.
and
I
even
still
then,
respect you, but
look at
yeah.
that. Even then, I still treat you with respect, just as if you were a hybrid fan. And even then, if we talk about numbers, if we talk about fan bases, it was hybrid rules, bro, that drew the highest gate in the history of the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, brother. They had a line all the way down the street. That house was packed. It was running hot. And that's all thanks to us, hybrid wrestling. But you're right. I was listening to what you were saying before. This is a thankless business, so we don't need no thanks. But the proof, my friend, is in the pudding. If you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. What's up, man? I like that blue strap. You can hold it proudly if you want. I have yours. You know what I mean? There you
Yeah,
go.
I
Wear
remember.
that proudly. You know what I mean? Hold that high and proud. You know what I mean? I
Is
want you to.
where's Ginger at?
Ginger's in hiding.
He's in
Yeah,
hiding.
Ginger.
Or
Yeah.
he's still running the board. Who's running the board?
That's him. Ginger's operating. He's in production right now.
All right, Ginger, put me up on the big screen.
What's
Uh-oh.
up, MF?
You gotta.
I
You got an
got
announcement to make.
put me up on the big screen. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, listen. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. Okay, this is 100% shoot. All right. I was asked by some people who I'm not even gonna mention. They had nothing to do with hybrid wrestling. They told me to come on the show tonight, come on here and go after you and say some things to rile you up, say some things that are gonna cross the line, say some things that might hurt your feelings. And I'm telling you right now, bro, I'm not gonna do that. And this is why. Because I'm not one that's gonna go and try to get some cheap heat on you. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna go. I'm not one that's gonna go after the low hanging fruit. That's not what I'm about. Because what I want, JP, all right,
Mhm.
I want to uproot you, bro. I want to replant you so that you could go and water your garden somewhere else. Okay. And I know you're probably upset hearing me say that, but you should be thanking me. You should be happy that I am trying to fire you up because a guy like you, man, I don't understand. I don't understand it. It's no secret, right? Paul Crockett is a fucking miserable, judgmental, asshole prick, piece of trash. But I know he's not a moron because he would have to be a dumbass to let someone like you, JP, who looks like an action figure, bro, who has the physique of an action figure, who has the in ring ability, the athleticism, all of it, to let someone like you waste away in the underground with the rest of us outcasts because they don't want someone like me. They don't want a loudmouth Dominican who's mental and creative, whose creative energy and spirit and mind is operating on levels that they can't even comprehend, right? To the point that they feel threatened by it. But JP, you're not going to ever give them that issue at any point in time because you're a good boy. You'll do as you're told. So go out there, all right? And all you got to do, and it's real simple. All you got to do, Friday night, hand me my title, give me the hybrid title, all right? And then you could go and you could literally go anywhere you want, bro, because you have all the potential in the world. Just give me the title. Or if you're going to say no to that and you want to keep holding on to the hybrid title that you clearly don't want, if you want to keep holding on to it, then I'm going to have to hurt your brother, all right? Because I'm wrestling him this Friday. And I'm going to have to hurt him in a way it's unprofessional, in a way that's going to be very uncomfortable for your fans. And they may not want to come back after they see what I do to him. And God knows what you're going to do after you see what I do to him. So just offers on the table, bro. Give me the title. I'll send a text to my boy Paul. I'll say, listen, JP's ready to come back. Bring him on board, brother. Bring him on board. He said it himself. He likes JP. It was Tommy was the issue, not JP. He wants you back. Bro, go out there, get yourself that ID contract. What are you doing here, bro? This is for us, not for you. Come
Oh,
on.
man.
This is for this,
You really are. You
bro,
really
bro.
are trying to just.
Bro, you
Man.
and Tommy, bro, you guys could be the fucking NWA junior television tag team champions, bro. You could go down to fucking Memphis Championship Wrestling and win their tag titles. What are you doing? Save
You
some
know,
for us,
I appreciate the high praise and these awesome
absolutely, bro. I
put-overs.
always
You
thought
know what I'm
highly of
saying,
you.
man?
You
And
have it
and, and the
all.
one thing I want to mention is you made some really good points. And one
Yeah, you
thing
look like a fucking
to
$1 million, dude. Are you kidding
thank you,
me?
man. Thank you. The one thing you should know is, look, Jay George, you want to talk about these other companies on the show, that's cool. But when they gave you no choice but to show you that door, where else did you have?
I,
Who else did you have?
brother.
It was us that gave you another
Yeah,
home.
that's
It was
right.
us that gave you a platform.
That's right.
All right. We were there for you.
Yep.
We were there for you. And what did you do?
I turned my back on
Stabbed us
you
in the
guys.
back. You stabbed us in the back.
I did. I said it in my promo. I got this championship.
Yeah.
Because, bro,
And look what I
tried.
got. I had to do what I had to do to
Yep.
just show you exactly I can play the same game, dog. I can do the
Mhm.
same thing. And you know what? I'll right here. Right here, dog. Look.
Well, it's kind of going away in the
Yeah.
But
You-
listen, if it
Yeah,
weren't for you, I owe you. Listen, I owe you all the thanks in the world because if it weren't
Yeah,
for you, I would have.
I'm not asking for anything back. I am not asking for a
You're right.
single.
'Cause it's a thankless business. You can't give us the thanks, so maybe I shouldn't thank you. But if I will say this, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have met the Hamiltons, and I wouldn't be
You're
wearing
right.
this championship.
That's a shoot.
I wouldn't
That's
be wearing this championship on my shoulder if it weren't for you. That's why I'm saying, bro. What are you doing? Go,
Man,
go.
look, it's sad when it's like, man, like there's
It's
no one.
sad.
Like,
It is. It's
you
sad.
could ask
because there's
anyone
different-
else. You could ask anyone else. Man, the only people that believed in you, Jay George, was me and my brother. The
Yep.
only people that believed in you, the only people that
That's right.
I-
Because
you don't want to know what I'm gonna say because again, there's things that you had to hide and look.
I listen.
I'm
You can
keep
say
it
what you
real,
gotta
man.
say.
Look, I got nothing but love at the end of the day, man. You could go and look. This is like
I know
dealing
that's
with
why it
family.
hurts. It hurts.
This is
it
like
hurts
dealing with
me.
family. Jay George, whether you realize this or not, man, I've known you a long time. I've known you since almost day one of my career. You know what I'm saying? We go back a long time. So I don't take anything what you say or do. Look,
You know it's not personal. It's just business. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna say
you're
this.
doing
Just
bad
the
business
same
right
way-
now, man. You're doing bad business.
I know. Listen. I think we're doing good business. Like I said, houses have been up ever since Hybrid Wrestling took over the Pro Wrestling Star Academy. And not only that,
Right.
bro, but you're right. You know, I had nowhere else to go because I did it. I did it to myself. Like I said, I'm a loudmouth Dominican, brother, and people, they don't get this mind. But you did because when you guys came calling, you said, hey, man, we can't be the Amazing Graysons no more. We got to switch it up. We're trying out this new thing. I was the guy that put it through for you guys, and I put it out on paper, and I made some of the best vignettes you guys ever had put out. And I think if it weren't for me, I don't think Johnny Cashmere would have come calling to you. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. You know, we did this. We couldn't have done this without each other, right? And that's why I'm being a good friend right now. And I'm telling you, bro, don't put your brother in danger, bro, because you know better than anybody. I'm a loose cannon. You know there's a reason why these other companies don't want nothing to do with me, all right? Because I don't follow no rules, all right? Because I don't listen to nobody. I take direction from nobody, all right? And I'm going to do what it takes to get what I want, all right? I tried playing by the rules, and it didn't get me nowhere. And once I started accepting who I was, that's when I became the heavyweight champion of SPO. But that's not what I want, though. I want the hybrid title. I want the PWU title. And I'm going to take all three of those titles, and I'm going to hit up your boy, the Real Belt Collector. I was just on Instagram with him, and I told him, get ready, brother. Get the mold ready because I'm going to make an undisputed championship that's worthy of being around my shoulder right here. Not that this is a nice title, but I want the one that you got. And I think we got to upgrade that, and I think we got to combine because there's too many damn titles. And I think I want the one belt to rule them all.
I didn't know you were Dominican.
That's right. A lot of people don't.
No, man.
Half Dominican, half Peruvian, which is a horrible mix, and I've had to pay the price for it all my life.
We
But
talking
now
about, look at that hair.
It's finally paying
Listen,
off, though. It's
listen, man.
finally paying off.
It's paying off right now, but on Friday, look, you cut that awesome promo. I watched it. No doubt about. Look, you did help me just as much as I helped you. Just like that belt around your shoulder right now that
Yep.
elevated you.
We
All right.
always had each other's back, man. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
man. No, look,
Go, bro. Go to fucking. I'm telling you, where you gotta
Yeah.
go.
you know
It's
you want to
time,
go
and
just
and
as
I'm saying
bad.
that for the
You know where you want to go just as bad, dog. At the end of the day, Come on, bro. You
Go
know
well.
I
I'm right where I
gave
need
you
to be.
more
I'm with
more
I'm with
time
the
and
I'm with the
more like
Hamiltons.
you don't want to go back and do pre-shows and spotlight matches.
I
You want
don't.
to be in the main
I
event.
don't, bro.
That's why
That's why I came on here and said that Paul Crockett's a fucking dumb son of a bitch,
you know what I mean,
miserable,
man.
judgmental motherfucker. But I said he's a dumb son of a bitch, but he's not a moron because I know he knows talent, and you got it, brother. You got it. You're right up his alley, bro.
But see,
I'm old.
this
I'm
is
scarred
this
up.
is listen. I'm
I'm
gonna give you some
old. I'm
advice. I'm
scarred
gonna give you
up,
some
brother. They don't
advice.
want me.
This loose cannon character, this whole gimmick that you're trying to do, it ain't cutting it, man. You're
It's
your
not
own
cut.
worst enemy,
What?
and that's why you aren't where you should be. And
No,
that's
that's the thing. It's
justified.
not. It's not a character, brother. Because I did snap. All right. Because I got kicked. I know what it's like. All right. To go and give it everything you're all and pour your heart into something and not get a single thank you. All right. And to get booted out the door for some bullshit. I know what
So,
that's like.
so
Which is why I relate to the Hamiltons because they're going through it now with you. All right. Because of all the stuff that they've been pouring into this company, not just hybrid, into PW, into SPO. They've been pouring a lot of time, energy, and money. And like they said, they didn't get no thanks and they're feeling disrespected. So as a man that's coming from the future, I am telling you, I'm heeding you. I'm saying either you change that and show these guys the proper respect. You get us in that building the way we need to be. Hang up our poster nice and proud. Take down that picture of the Gumar. Take down the SPO fucking banner. Take down the PW banner. Put up the hybrid banner nice and proud. And then we got no issues. Then there's no problem. Then we get the recognition that we deserve. But you're not going to want to do that. And then I'm thinking, well, you know what? Maybe he's not realizing his full potential. That's why I'm telling you to go to Wrestling Open. That's why I'm telling you to go after the NWA. Go anywhere else, bro. You can do it. I believe in you, brother. I know you can. You got the physique. You got the athleticism. You got the in-ring acumen. What are you doing? Why are you? I'm the outcast out here.
it pisses
I'm
me
in the
off.
underground. I am
It
in the
pisses me off
underground.
that
And that's where I
I've
belong.
known you this long, and you're taking your problems that happen elsewhere, you're bringing them here, and you're taking it out on us. Not just me, not just my brother, not just Johnny, but everybody.
I'm using that as an example to tell you, look, that's where I went wrong, and I don't want the same thing I don't want history to repeat itself. That's why I try as much as, bro, you don't understand. I keep the Hamiltons at bay as much as possible. I talk these guys off the ledge all the time, bro, but I can only do it so much. And that's what I'm just saying. Show the guys a little respect. And then you and your brother go back to wrestling.
You know,
brother,
Jay George, I think you should just start running hybrid wrestling because you've been
do,
doing a
brother.
lot of the talking for hybrid.
I do.
We got Broccoli Head over here next to you that is just shaking his head up and down.
Hey, listen,
Hey, man, give him the respect he deserves, bro.
This guy,
Yeah,
let me tell you about Mike
you
Jr.
know,
He might be a zillennial, brother, but he's not one of these broccoli-headed kids. He knows
listen,
what's
I
up,
want
man.
you to get yourself a gym membership and go to the gym in your pajamas, your slides, your broccoli head, and get 5 of your friends and go try to bench. Thank you.
Good one, bro.
There you go, Mike. You
should tell your roster that, bro. Yeah. You'll never be on television.
No, he can. No, don't say that. He should be.
Yeah.
He should. Wait, I missed that. Did you say you won't be or he won't be?
Nah, SPO will never be on television.
That's fine. Yeah, no. I mean, there's no. Listen, it's television.
Do we have to play Jay George's promo from before where he's like, television?
Hey, it's true though, man. That's not what's important. What's important, man, is your future, brother. You got a bright future. Don't waste it away here with us. We're the outcasts, bro. I'm trying to give you the path.
Can you give me a too sweet on the way out?
Tell him, Mike. Tell him about that. Weren't they booked on a hybrid show not too long ago, or I guess a long time ago?
It was like 10 years ago. I had already mentioned that.
Yeah,
bro. It was a big match for you guys, man.
And what happened?
Look, there it is. There's the graphic, man. Look, take a look at this match, yo.
Wow.
Take a look at this match. Dude, look, there's not a day that goes by. Listen, there's not a day that goes by where I don't think about something like this and think about, man, if we did this match, maybe we'd be somewhere else. Maybe we'd be where we need to be. Like, look at the talent in this match, man. We got Private Party, we got Myron Reed and Trey Miguel, and we got R.I.P. Matt Travis and Ken Broadway, and the schmucks, the Amazing Graysons that wind up not showing up. Yeah, man. That's a bone. That's definitely something that we missed out on, and look, there's not a day that goes by where, I don't think like, man, maybe we should have done that match. But I had mentioned that before, and it's unfortunate where there was just other business that we had to attend to, and again, I look back at look, every choice you make has repercussions, right? This is one of them. Maybe looking back, maybe I would have been hybrid since day one. Maybe I would have been hybrid since day one. But you know
Clearly,
what? I
they
chose the
believe
other
you.
way. I chose the other way, and I made my own path. All right? And look where we're
Yeah.
at. So it is what it is. It is what it is. What can I say?
I mean, that's
I have my regrets. I made my bed, and I'll lay in it.
But it's not.
Thank you.
Listen, it's not too late, dude. I can see you being in ROH. I can see you being in AEW. Just go. You got, and you know what you got to do to get there, right? If you want me to email Gabe for you? You want his email? I'll give it to you. Do what you got to do, brother.
I think this interview is. It's
What?
We're
What do you think?
trying to
What do
repeat
you think
ourselves right now, man. What more do you have to say? Because
we'll take
you
care of the
have,
Pro Wrestling Star Academy, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll take good care of it. That's what he's saying.
We'll bring that type of talent in.
Again, it's a thankless business, but if it weren't for people like myself, Pat Dynamite, Angel Orsini, my brother, maybe, who knows? Maybe we wouldn't have a place every Friday where we can come and have some dope ass events, right? So yeah, I got to go take care of this so we can get ready to whoop some more ass this Friday at PW Jam Session 15. Where you been? Where you been, Hybrid? Where you been? That's the name of the show.
Oh, we've been there every week, brother.
That's so funny because that's what I've been asking about Johnny. That's
Where
what
you
I've been
been?
asking about your boys.
Yeah.
Where they've been
We'll
at.
find
Where
out on
they at.
Friday. Hey, listen, put everything that we said to the side. J. George, look, you're right. It's business at the end of the day. But the least you can do is to sweet me on the way out. And let's do a little curtain call.
What the hell are you talking about, bro? We'll do
That's
that.
right. You know you want to. You know you want to. You know you want to.
We'll do it.
You know you want to.
Well, wait,
Oh, man.
Now he shows up. Now he decides to show up.
Yeah, you know
Man,
what?
we've been out here for an hour, so I'm gonna leave, and you're just gonna now put the mouth on me. You're gonna put your mouth on me when I'm about to go leave and handle other business. That's cool. I'm gonna watch
I can't sit here and listen to you run your fucking mouth no more, bro. I was trying to take a break because I'm tired of you and your fucking bullshit all the time. Your ego, your attitude, all your bullshit.
Chill.
I'm trying to take a chill, and you know what? I can't even sit here and enjoy myself without listening to your fucking mouth all the time, bro.
Well,
and you know what? I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Why don't you talk to some of your people in your locker room and see and have them not agree with me how much of a fucking ego you have?
No, he doesn't.
You shit on your own talent. You don't use your own talent to their potential because you're worried about getting outside bookings from other companies, bringing these other company wrestlers in here, and you shit on your own talent, and they got to sit on the sidelines because you're worried about politicking your way on other shows.
I want him on the other shows though, Mike. So don't go in too hard about that. We're trying to get him booked out.
You're crossing the line there, bud, and you don't know half of it to be saying that. So again, maybe these people that think I have an ego maybe aren't quote unquote paying their dues, or maybe they're not putting in enough work, or maybe they're being disrespectful. Everything that I've done, I've paid my dues. I've showed up. You name it, we've done it. I've earned my spots. I've earned my opportunity. The story of my life was proving people wrong. So the fact that you're going out here and saying that I have an ego, like, get yourself together, Mike. Come on. Like, this is like the story of my life has been proving people wrong. And my work speaks for itself. So you got to get out of here with that whole ego shit,
I'm
dog.
not the only person that thinks you have an ego. I'm just the only person that's got enough balls to say it to your face because I don't give a fuck about you, bro.
Again, there's a difference between having an ego and having confidence, dog.
Because I've done it before.
There's a difference between having an ego and being confident. You got to get, come on. Look, if I had an ego, I wouldn't have respect for you guys.
You don't have any respect for us.
I do.
A proven thing.
That's what I'm saying. If you just show us a little respect, brother, then this will be fine. And the best way that you could show us.
You guys are making me look like I'm the bad guy because I have your belt. I see what you're trying to do.
Listen. The best way you could show.
No, because you leave a lot of shit out. Who's the guy that saved your company, my guy? Who saved your company when you had nowhere to run? Who saved your company? Me. You ran in my building at a casino, 4 shows. How much did I charge you for that building? 0. You know why? Because I was trying to do a good thing and be a good friend and help you guys out. And where did that get me? Nowhere. Come on, JP, tell the truth.
No, listen.
Hey, man,
Solo here.
you want to go and
How
air
come
out,
these guys right here? How come BJ didn't even know that I was the one that was involved with the building, with the casino? He knew nothing about it. You know why? Because you took all the credit for it and acted like it was all you and Johnny and your brother. You guys didn't do shit. I'm the guy that kept you guys together. You remember that?
So, you want a thanks, is what you're saying.
No,
Because what did I say
that's
before?
overdue. I don't need no thanks no more. Trust me, I'm over it.
You know,
listen.
It seems like you're making me look like I'm the bad guy when, at the end of the day, this is deeper than you realize, dude. And you're putting now the heat and the blame on me when
No. Listen.
it's you got it all wrong. I mean, hey, you want to go and peel the curtain back? That's cool. You know, that's fine. But
Listen.
you know, the fact that now you're coming around here and because I have your belt, you're
Bro, I
saying
don't
that
care
I'm
about
the
that
one
belt,
that's
man.
taking the credit.
I'm
You're
talking
saying like
real
I'm,
life
you know,
bullshit. I don't
it's
care
like
about that belt.
what are you trying to prove? I mean, like
Hey, listen.
you wanted
I'm just
to
trying to
collaborate.
expose the person that I'm telling you that you are.
Hey,
That's
guys.
my point.
Listen.
I ain't worried about that belt. I'm not worried about none of that bullshit. That's all bullshit to me.
No.
George, stop trying to interrupt him. Just let him go.
I'm trying to keep the peace here somewhat. I'm just saying, listen. I'm just saying, give us the belt back, and that would be the ultimate sign of respect.
Do you want me to just
Hand it
you want
over
me to just mail it to you?
He's not going to give you the belt. Like,
Hand
that's
it.
not going to
No,
happen.
he'll be there Friday. He can hand it over to me.
It'll be justified. Trust me.
Hand me the belt on Friday, and then like I'll be like, hey, listen, that's a big deal. That's a big sign of respect, and we're cool.
How about
We're good.
all 3 of y'all pull up on Friday? Because I think that's what the people
Well, we're
want.
there
I
every
think the
week,
people
so.
want to see
Yeah.
3 people down below, these hybrid guys, right? All you guys been doing is talk. But Friday, put your money
No,
where your
all
mouth
we've
is.
been doing is helping, and getting no credit and no appreciation for it. That's what we've been doing. How many people were you drawing before we came around? What was there, 20 people in the crowd? Because I remember when I first came around,
It
I
seems
was
like
trying to
you're
support
trying
you
to
guys.
take a lot of
There were
credit for
10
shit.
people in the crowd.
Dance
Man,
floor.
it seems like you're trying to just take like
Brother, he's not wrong.
everything that you're mentioning. It's like
It's facts, bro.
No joke. My first night at PW, I counted 20 teeth in the crowd.
Jay George, the first night
you-
I met you at PW, there was 10 people in the crowd.
That's what I said. 20
you
teeth.
remember those
20
days
teeth.
when we went to White Eagle Hall and how many people were there, and you were like, yeah, you know, this place has something special to it. You know, that's what it's like when you're trying to build somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You know,
It is, bro.
it's not
So-
gonna. Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, these things don't happen overnight. So, you know, again,
I know,
I
look
like
what
how
happened
you're trying to
over
like
the-
take credit
over the
for
past-
just anything.
Over
When
the
it's
past
like,
8
look,
months.
at the end of
we
the
built
day,
it.
at
We
the end of
built
the
it.
day, what did I say before? You guys are all trying to take credit like I did this, I did that. When it's like we did that. You guys in hybrid are just like it's
Bro, you
it's
speaking French
so-
now?
You know what I'm
is
saying?
this
It's
we?
like why are you guys trying to take all this credit individually when it's like it's all of us. It's all of us. We're a team. We were supposed to be a team, but you guys stabbed us in the back and you guys are now just trying to take everything from us, but you guys don't realize that you guys can't even get your own shit together because you can't even work together. You guys are
No.
so look, guys.
Oh, we're a great team.
You
Yeah,
guys
we're
are
a good
all
team.
like individually. You guys are all out to business for yourselves. Everything you said, Mike. Everything you said, Jay George. Everything you said, Junior. It seems like it's I. When is it all of us? You know what I'm saying? You guys,
Never.
you know, got to work better
Hey,
as a
why don't
team.
you ask some of the
You
people?
guys got to work better as a team, man.
Ask some of the people on
Because
your roster who's helped them out. Who's trying to give them exposure?
Yeah, look at
You didn't
Stife,
give them
brother.
that exposure. You
Dude.
shit on him.
Stife is the world television champion now because of me.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at Declan Grant. He's the Silver Skywalker champion because of me.
That was before you.
And
Looking
look at
around
Alex.
right now.
Look at Alex.
And
Look
I'm
at Alex
seeing-
Rivera. He's the North American champion
You know-
because of me. Hybrid has all.
Maybe if y'all worked out and went, to training, again,
Brother, I've never,
you don't realize it's like,
I've never
Mike,
stepped
you know what
foot
it's
in
like.
wrestling
You know what
school a
it's
day in
like
my
to pay
life.
your dues and work your way up.
And
You know what I'm saying? You
Sure.
know what it's like.
I think
So,
Avery
so,
Styles has paid more dues than
so,
I have, brother. I'm
yeah,
not worried about paying
we,
dues.
we have the same system that goes down here at PWSA, and again, there's maybe a reason why. Again, you guys might like to push guys like Stife a little too hard than others,
Hey,
but
TV,
that's besides
that's
the
the
point.
Hey, man,
television
we
If,
give
play.
him
if
the
you
respect
see,
he
look, just
deserves.
how
Yeah.
I see potential, just like how I see potential in you, Jay George.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, I see it. Look, it's okay. We gotta again. It's like, look, a wise man told me, in this business, you have to pay it forward.
Who said
In
that?
any type of way, you have to pay it forward. If it's taking them out on the road, buying their meal, filling their tank,
Yep.
giving them advice, getting
Mhm.
them a booking, getting them a rub, whatever it is, that's paying it forward.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So just because I didn't do that for one person doesn't make me the bad guy. You guys are really trying to point the finger at me like I'm a bad guy here when it's like, it's not my job. It's not my job to look after every single individual that walks through these doors.
Well, you are a trainer, brother, so.
And the guys that put in the work and show up at training and do their thing, they're the guys you should be taking care of, not these outsiders that you're bringing in. For what reason?
Yeah, they're the
shitting
guys on commentary every week.
Yeah. Well, I would like to see you guys run a week here at the PWSA, and then you'll maybe understand.
Hey, we did, and we drew
We
the
did,
biggest
and we
house
sold
I've
out.
ever seen.
Yeah, we did. We sold out.
What are you
Yeah.
saying?
Highest draw in
I- I-
history.
I'm not talking about shows. I'm talking about
Oh, bro, if I trained those kids, bro, half of them would
you
never.
know what I
come
mean.
back. I'll tell
So
you.
I think everyone knows. Everyone knows how these bubbles and these systems work. You bring in some people from the outside that might motivate them to get a little better, and then they work their way up on the card because that's part of paying dues. Again, we are living in an entitlement era right now, guys. We are
No, I
living in
agree.
the entitlement era.
That's why JJ Smith is the Skywalker Championship. That belt belongs to me, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they was entitled to him, is what I was told.
Mm-hmm.
But that belt belongs to me. And if I see that little fucking pasty fuck at the show on Friday, I'm gonna slap him in the face, and I'm gonna take that title too. I'm gonna have 4 titles when I walk out of there this Friday. That motherfucker.
Okay.
He's got my title,
What are the other two?
the SPO, and then I'll have the hybrid. And then Stife is gonna let me hold his television championships. And that's
You guys should all join the
JP.
hardcore division. We just started
Hold on.
one. That's actually my next project that we're trying to pick up. So
And JP, like you
if
said
anyone in
earlier,
hybrid wants to go into the hardcore division, send them our way.
Well,
Yeah,
Stipe's
listen.
already in it, apparently, since you guys
just
threw him
hold
in a
on.
20-man
JP, just
scramble.
like
So,
you said earlier about Hybrid not having a tag team, right?
What's
Watch
up?
yourself on the 21st. I got something for you, my guy.
yeah.
All right.
Next,
All right, I'm
I
looking
got a
forward to
great tag team I'm bringing in
Okay.
for you, just for you.
I respect you, Booker man.
You should.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what we
should,
want, is
because
a
I
little
need your
respect.
promotion a lot better. You should respect me.
A little respect. That's it.
No, guys. Again, you know
Listen,
you're still trying to build your army up. We already got ours. So whoever you need to recruit,
No, we already recruited
Give it
half
up.
your side, my guy.
Yeah, don't be.
I know,
don't
because
be
you guys
so sure
are-
that
you
all
guys
those people
are-
really have your back at the end of the day too. Just
You
remember
should
that.
see my
Remember-
DMs right now, bro.
Remember what I
Uh-oh.
said.
I got a book for you. You should read JP. It's called The Art of the Deal.
I'll send him my
Hey,
way.
Pete got it. Pete got it. He's well read, Pete.
Oh,
Art of the
man.
deal. Someone went to business school.
You know who wrote that book? JP.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, guys. Come on. Let's get to it. If he could do it, then that's what I'm going to follow to get this championship. Nicole.
Wait, I got a question, actually, JP. So, if you
Yeah.
guys are such a team, how come the hybrid banner's still hanging up in the school?
It's going to stay hanging up, brother. We're going to make it
Because
bigger.
I said this before, y'all, it's like fighting with family. We're just gonna have to get through this.
Yes.
That's my favorite book. You know how to read?
Original MF.
Oh, shit. Kid Legend in the chat.
Oh, man.
Yo, what did MF say, man? I saw him up there too. What he said?
MF said that that's the Art of the Deal is his favorite book, which is written by President Donald Trump.
Guys, listen.
I'm
Back
not-
when he was just businessman, Donald
I was
Trump.
just talking about the business aspect of it. No, we're not trying to get political here. We already got enough wrestling politics going.
I thought
JP, listen, go whip those kids into shape.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
hit the ropes a couple times, and then
yeah.
Get your-
I'm gonna train for my big upcoming match for this Friday.
and
Do
then
we need to plug it again?
who's you? Who's you?
Yeah, sure. Ginger, pop the
I
graphic
got-
back up.
The
Yeah.
Latin shooter.
Alex Rivero.
Yep.
Oh, it's for the championship. All right. I guess you could.
Let me go.
That's think about your options here. A,
Right.
you hand over that championship to me.
Was this multiple choice?
Yes. B, you got to go through the Latin shooter, Alex Rivera, and that's going to be painful. And not
Uh-huh.
only that, but then you're going to have to see your brother get destroyed and punished and tormented and ripped apart.
Oh god.
So what is it going to be, brother? Just give me the belt and you could avoid all of it.
Yeah, you're damn right, Declan.
And there's Declan Grant. Tommy fears me.
That's right.
I'll
That's
see you
why.
guys on Friday.
Look at that right there. And I don't want that match to happen. I really don't. So just give me the belt and I'll go home early.
Wait, that's you, Jay George?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I thought it was Shadow Master from G.I. Joe.
I was gonna say he looks like a GI Joe villain.
Yeah, right?
I was literally just thinking that.
Yeah, you know why? Because you guys need someone like me at the end of the day so you can point your fingers at and say, look, there's the bad guy. It's me.
Whatever you say, Montana.
That's what it's all about. And I want the hybrid title, and then we'll. All right. That's it. We're done.
I think that's a wrap. We can cut. Right? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, we got the boys got to go over the shows from this past week.
Clap.
Okay, George knows.
Yeah. Go ahead, my
This
friend.
film was directed and written by Jay George, and whether you like it or not, it's justified. Right?
Yeah. See, we could have been a team.
Here we go. Ready? We did team once. Remember? Here we go. You know this? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
I got
how'd you
team
get
one,
that?
not this hybrid world title, but I got this.
You took that shit out of my gear bag. What the hell?
That's right. That's right. I got your gimmick.
Oh, damn.
Walking
Cut.
nice, bud.
Now, is this worse or equal to when you guys stole Chico?
That's just as bad to me. It's just as disrespectful. I'm actually upset now.
Oh,
You
damn.
know I wear this out everywhere I go.
All right, man. Enjoy it.
Hybrid champ.
Later, brother. Take care, man.
Thanks for coming on, JP. Well, that was JP Grayson coming on talking about being the hybrid champion. And damn, boys, that was woo. Jay George, you never cease to impress when you come on this channel. You have a very deep knowledge of the wrestling world, and you definitely have a no fucks attitude. So we definitely appreciate you putting everything on the line and
Damn right, Pete.
saying what's on the mind of the director.
And honestly, I heard nothing but 100% truths from you,
Thank you.
as
guys.
well as the Hamiltons.
Listen,
As always, it keeps it real, man.
we're keeping it real. That's what we're gonna do this Friday night at Where You Been when I defend this championship. I guess against Tommy Grayson if JP don't give up the title. But not only that, I'm gonna answer the challenge that was put out to me by Sam Reaper
Oh, Amadeus.
and Amadeus. We're gonna get to that. We're
They
gonna get to
challenged you?
it. Yeah, after Reaper's
He
match.
demanded Jay George. Reaper demanded.
What, did he
Jay
drop
George
a video?
was on stage.
No,
No,
in the ring, bro.
You were there.
He won the match. That he won by accident because of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's got that coming to him. So we're gonna get an answer to that. We're gonna see what happens.
Well, that should be pretty interesting. He's hungry for gold, and you currently have some gold that he wants. What is that?
I think he means the
Something.
Yeti.
The vet tag.
Hybrid title and it loot. All right.
Hold on. I got
What
a
a mark
response
his
to
belt
that.
didn't fit.
There we go.
Declan
And-
Grant, we don't want to hear from you. Sit at home and watch your NCIS.
And then Declan says, "What a mark his belt didn't even fit." Well, it's just because you're so jacked and
So, Jay George, how are you preparing for this battle this Friday night against Tommy Grayson?
Yeah, there he is, Ginger.
I like
Well,
that background.
I will be joining everybody shortly. Boy, you boys are wild on this show. That's all I'm saying at the moment. I will return.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you when you get home.
Well,
Don't
boy,
blame you, Mike Senior. A lot of nonsense.
You-
being talked,
yeah,
a lot of
ask-
stressful
yeah,
things
ask me.
being said.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. I was done.
Interrupt. Hey, listen, you ask
sure.
how I'm going to prepare for this match. I'm going to do just that. I'm going to go hit the gym. I'm going to go think about what I'm going to do to Tommy.
Real quickly, though, I want to say I follow you on Instagram. I was so glad to see that you waded through that river the other week and you made it into that gym. You did not turn around. You did not cower in the eyes of Zeus. You said, "Guess what? I'm going to make it through. I'm going to go there. I'm going to make it work."
That's what
And
we
so,
gotta do.
it seems like you're dedicated to that physique. That's all I want to say. I just want to give credit where credit's due.
It's not much of a physique. That's why we're hitting the gym. We got to lock in. We got to lock in, boys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, Mike Jr., I noticed that you shaved up the top half of your
Hey,
goatee,
man.
man. Like, is it because everyone kept mixing you up with Stife, and you just wanted to finally break that? Hey, I'm not Stife.
No, I actually got the last pick in my fantasy football draft, so
Oh.
and I gotta do what you gotta do. I'm a man of my word, so
All right, props to that. But now you can definitely tell the difference. I just got to say.
yeah.
So, BJ, you've been relatively quiet. What do you got for your fellow hybrid mates? Do you have any inquiries into their plots for this Friday evening, or do you already know these things? You guys have your own secret hybrid chat.
Well, listen. Yeah, BJ, go ahead. Go for it.
I was just gonna say, I prefer to not know what's gonna happen. Who's gonna do what. Yeah, just let it play out in front of me.
Suspense. Respect.
Yeah.
Written, directed.
That's it, boys. That's exactly it. But listen, I look forward to seeing you guys this Friday night at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, soon to be called the Hybrid Wrestling Star Academy.
Oh.
That's right. That's what we're going for. And we're going to add some more gold to the team, hopefully, after this week. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll thin out the gold in the rest of the academy too.
Yeah, we're unifying. We're going to unify a bunch of these titles.
Well, let's just say I'm sure Rick Blade can't convince his wife to drive him out again after he was just out a couple of weeks ago. So
don't you dare disrespect Rick Blade. Don't you ever.
I want him to come back, and I have all the respect in the world for Rick Blade. So I'll gladly show him that respect in the ring. Should he choose to return, he can collect the PW title from me when I win it.
Well, from what we saw at Hybrid Rules, he can go still.
Yeah,
even with that new hip.
All right, boys. I'm gonna catch you guys later.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
Cheers,
Peace
fellas.
out, boys. I'll let you guys get to the show. I'll be watching.
All right,
Yeah,
Mike
man.
Jr., thanks for coming by, bud.
See you guys.
Take it easy.
Well, I need a beer.
Dude, I second that. Oh, wait, I still got at least a third left. When Ginger gets here, I'm disappearing and grabbing more because I ran out of my cooler is empty.
Fair enough. And the funny part is we didn't have to discuss anything that happened Friday.
I mean, we mentioned stints, but nothing really. Yeah.
But...
Well, let me see.
Wait. You gotta wait.
I mean,
Man.
Listen, you're 6'5", 300 pounds. You should pass for 21. Like, just go walk to the liquor store. The guy gives you any gruff, just raise up one of these and then just roundhouse kick him in the dick. Boom. Problem solved. But
I'm
good.
sure if MF tried, looking how he looks, he could talk his way into purchasing alcohol
Yeah.
with a random liquor store employee.
I've got a couple liquor stores that it will probably work at. I'll tell you later.
Let's not go further down that
No,
path. But
no aiding and abetting a minor.
but on the beer note, open that beer. I'll call the cops, and you won't make it to September.
Kid Legend coming in as Dad Legend. Jeez. That was a...
Cheers.
Man, I still
my
can't get
God.
over it. Like, it was great having JP Grayson on, even though it's a little tough for me to say. He was still a very pleasant guest to have on. We got to learn some things, but oh my God. I was not expecting hybrid to come breaching through. I was not expecting all of that. So that was definitely a wild ride.
Yeah. I feel like we really should have like a reset, like an intermission. But but the show must go on.
Yeah.
I'm like experiencing emotions. I'm tingling and jingling right now. I'm going nuts. But you know what? That could be the lack of sleep or the alcohol.
You are on your third, and what is that? Is that the Unterdog?
Unterdog, yes.
Unter.
Yards. And this is the you own one, the Real L Invitational glass.
Ooh. Was that the event that we went to?
Yes, and by the way, I was Tom stopped in this morning and he invited me to Yards Oktoberfest on the 26th
Of
of
this month?
September.
Oh, September.
So we'll talk about that
We'll
later.
talk
but,
about that later. Yeah. But all right, now that we have gotten through 1 hour and 20 minutes, 21 minutes, I think it's time we start talking Friday night, the Cookout.
Our opening contest was a triple threat match for #1 contender for the World Traveling Skywalker Championship. This was a rematch from last week featuring the original MF versus Sam Reaper with Amadeus versus Stife. Last week's match had a premature finish due to an error by the timekeeper. MF takes control early as he takes out Reaper with a super kick and works over Stife, eventually sending him to the outside. Reaper takes control and hits a lights out bulldog on MF and attempts a pin, but it's broken up by Stife. I'm trying to scroll, but I'm just hitting the wrong button here. There we go. There we go. MF rolls out and Stife hits a suplex on Reaper for a 2 count. Moments later, Stife hits a second rope codebreaker on Reaper and attempts a pin that's broken up after 1 by MF. Stife battles MF into the corner, then hits a running knee, stepping on Reaper in the process. Stife sets up for what looks like a Hurricane Rana, but MF power bombs him onto Reaper. Have a good night, Tara.
Bye, Tara.
And alright. Stepping over. Stife sets up for. Oh yeah, I already did that. At this point, Jay George makes his way to ringside along with Hybrid Security, and I cannot remember that guy's name. I know they said it on the show like a couple months ago. It's escaping me. At the
Hybrid
moment.
character #1.
Hybrid Security. That's just
Hybrid Security #1.
All competitors return to their knees and exchange strikes counterclockwise as they fight to their feet. Reaper slams both opponents together, sending Stife into the corner. Reaper hits a series of kicks on MF and covers, but it's broken up by Stife. MF rolls to the outside and Stife works over Reaper. Stife hits a superplex on Reaper and MF immediately hits Reaper with a swanton for a 2. Moments later, Reaper hits a wasteland on MF, but Stife tosses Reaper out and covers MF for a 2. In a reference to last week, Stife celebrates his perceived victory. Ref Main argues with Stife as Reaper enters. Stife counters Reaper's attack and attempts Stife bread, but Reaper slips out, and MF hits Stife with a German suplex. Reaper hits MF with a stunner, and Stife hits MF with something. Reaper takes Stife down with a clothesline and lifts Stife for the wasteland, but Stife escapes with a rake of the eyes and rolls up Reaper in a small package for a 2. Reaper dodges a kick and rolls up Stife for a 2. Reaper hits Wasteland on Stife, sending him out of the ring, and MF hits a double stomp on Reaper. Jay George enters the ring and destroys MF with a Uranagi. Jay George exits the ring, but stands on the apron and takes a chain out of his pocket and wraps around his fist. Reaper grabs Jay George from behind, and Jay George turns around and punches Reaper with the chain. Reaper falls onto MF, and Rep Main counts the 3. Sam Reaper defeats original MF and Stife to become #1 contender for the World Traveling Skywalker Championship. After the match, Sam Reaper gets on the mic and demands that Jay George give Amadeus a shot at the SPO World Championship.
That was a fire match to open up the Cookout. You know what I mean? Like, I figured this card would have been a little bit deeper into the evening. But to open it up,
Yeah, it was the second match last week.
yeah,
And
exactly.
I feel like it deserved a better spot than that last week, and it definitely deserved a higher spot on the card this week. But there were so many good matches on the card this
Without
week.
a doubt. But also with all these crazy matches being on the card, like, I had no problem with this one opening up the evening because it definitely set the tone, it set the pace. We saw last week at Hybrid Rules these 3 gents in the ring tussling with each other, which was one of the best matches of the night for me. Like, there was a lot of animosity in the ring, but also everybody's gunning after that #1 spot. And we had MF, who came out even hungrier this week.
Oh yeah,
Like
absolutely.
last
He
week,
was on fire. He was an absolute beast.
dude, I mean, 350 pounds, 7'6". This dude was he was ready. He was stomping through. He was kicking asses, taking names. But Stife also understood that his contendership was up for grabs. And he was doing everything he could to stop Reaper and MF from taking that position. But Reaper's been on a roll these last couple months.
Yeah, I called his win prematurely, and did not lose the bet, but from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was convinced that he was going to win that. And then
Absolutely.
it wasn't the same lineup as I expected.
Yeah.
It took him a couple weeks longer, but congratulations, Sam Reaper, on winning the #1 contendership.
Because I feel like
World Traveling Skywalker Championship.
Yeah. I feel like he has the chance. I feel like he really does have an opportunity against someone like JJ Smith, who is very technical, very relentless when it comes to his fighting style, but also I feel like is a good even match for Sam Reaper. Whereas like a Tarzan Duran, a seasoned vet of the game back when he was the World Traveling Skywalker champion, my eggs would be in his basket versus Sam Reaper. Like, we're just talking experience points, and we're talking just a little bit more of a diverse wrestling portfolio. Reaper's catalog's building. We see him adding new moves to his repertoire week after week. I mean, hell, a couple weeks ago, that moonsault off the rope to the outside, that was a thing of glory. It was perfect.
I think Reaper will be fine. And I think he has a good shot at JJ Smith as long as he saves the Star Wars references for another time. That got him in some trouble the last time they came face to face.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And so I definitely think Sam has the opportunity. But as you said, will he be able to stay focused on it? Will the gloating and the glory of possibly having that pinfall get in the way of him truly acquiring some gold finally?
Sam Reaper doesn't seem like the type to get in his own way.
He has, though.
He has. Past. It depends. It depends. It really depends on who showed up that night to accompany him to the ring.
Yeah. But I also
that's a difference maker.
I think it's interesting, though, that the conclusion of this match was the same exact conclusion of that SPO title match a few weeks ago with Amadeus to Jay George. causing that pinfall. Now this week we had Jay George causing that the Reaper for that pinfall, taking away that contendership from his own hybrid fellow. So I think that's kind of poetic. Oh,
Maybe
we've got a Gingy.
a wild danger ginger has appeared.
Unfortunately, the wife bought me this, so I felt obligated to wear it.
You gotta show the bottom. You gotta show. You only showed Craig. You gotta show it all.
It was my sales pitch.
Keep going. There it is. You suck, Craig.
It looks
Just
like
so you know this, you suck.
It's like the Star Wars thing at the beginning of the movie.
Just
Manager,
slow scroll it.
Commentator, wrestler.
But yes,
sucks.
You guys have been killing it.
We know.
Oh yeah. So catch me up here. I know I heard you talking about the opening match.
Yeah, so we to catch you up real quick, I need to go grab some beers, but I don't want to leave BJ alone.
That's why I got back on when I did. Because I heard you talking about you needed a beer.
Appreciate you.
Disappointed in myself I didn't say that I have to use the restroom when someone gets back. That's all right.
I guess
yeah,
he called shotgun in this situation.
Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah, we just ran through the first one. Props to Sam Reaper for not only winning a match, but winning the #1 contendership to the World Traveling Skywalker Championship.
Yeah, absolutely deserves it.
Yeah, he's a little late. He's a little late. I thought it would happen a couple weeks ago, but in fact, I bet on it. I was super drunk at the time, but I bet on it. And,
yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm glad that a couple weeks later, here we are, and he wins a multi-man match and has a title shot.
Yeah, and like I said, he's earned it. I'm very happy for him. I'm also very proud of him. I thought that all three of them went out there and had a spectacular opening match for Friday.
Yeah. And I know I say this a lot, but that's how you start a show right now.
Since the last time we saw MF, I saw a lot of improvement in him as well.
Oh, absolutely.
He came back. A lot of improvement there. So I'm very, like I said, even Stife.
Oh, Stife is
lots of improvement. Yeah. Can't say better things
one
about
of these guys. I'm sorry, what was that?
I was going to say I can't say anything bad about any of these guys in this match.
No, and I gotta, hands down, every one of these guys has a future in wrestling. Every one of these guys has something that they can add to the wrestling business.
Yeah. And before that, just wow, everything that has occurred on this show so far today.
Yeah.
Pete coughed and is gone. You are out of here.
There he is.
Bro, my mouse has these buttons on the side, and I never use them. I never knew what they did. I accidentally it went backwards. I'm like, duh.
Half the time I disappear from here. That is directly why and the cause.
But it just so happened that I just coughed.
Yeah, and then you were just gone. You coughed yourself out of existence.
Note to self: don't buy a new school mouse when I get a laptop.
I gotta figure out how to deactivate, because this one, it's a Bluetooth, and you can deactivate certain of the buttons.
I think I can do it with mine too, but I actually tend to use it a lot when I need
really?
I don't even want a laser. I want an old ball mouse.
Ginge, I know we just concluded the first match, but you weren't here on screen while we had that chaos and commotion 15, 20 minutes ago. Your reaction?
Boy, that was a lot to take in. Yeah, lots of stuff I feel like got aired out live here on the air, to the point that I was still monitoring the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm bringing guests on, taking them off.
Yeah.
I'm the one popping up the graphics. And it was just to a point where it was like I felt like I had to pull you two off of there and just let them have the stage. And then
Yeah.
eventually like brought you guys back
Oh,
on
that's
so
you
that
doing that?
no, it was actually Sam Reaper on vacation
Oh,
in the
what?
ether. Sam
No, he's
Reaper's
in
on
chat.
vacation in the ether.
Yeah, but he's in chat, or he was in chat.
Yeah. No, I'm
Well,
curious just because, you were like, yeah, clearly you were working production. You were doing phenomenal job, by the way, on everything.
thank you.
But we didn't get your in-time reaction, once everything concluded. Like, you saw me and BJ, we were kind of
There,
flabbergasted.
there was a
Oh yeah,
couple times I looked at the screen and everyone was like,
Yeah.
I mean he. So let's just make it clear because you can't beat the other computer that's logged in. I had the webcam on and was in front of. And if BJ had ever glanced out, my hand is just
I did glance down a couple times.
yeah.
Yeah.
And every time it had to be a look of what the hell is happening, and then Mike Senior popping on.
Dude.
It
Yeah.
went to a whole nother level. Now, I'm just going to say, when I think it was you told Jay George to shut up and let them talk. Oh, nah,
Because he kept
absolutely
trying to,
love it.
just stop. They're going. Just let them do it.
But no, that's a case of an interview and an infamous hybrid hack-in,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. No, definitely wanted to
But
get your opinion, man.
there's just a lot that went with that. A lot of stuff that came out into light that was maybe not should not have been aired here, but lo and behold, this is where it happened.
See,
I was
you
gonna
guys
say
know a
we're
little
gonna
bit.
have to have an off-air conversation about this.
I was going to say, because you guys have a little bit more knowledge, I'm kind of lost with some of the references, but I'm sure you guys can fill me in.
I mean, I'm just assuming you can tell by reactions and stuff like that, and the way things were said to get the idea that of the history there.
There was a
Gotcha.
minute there when Jay George was like wide-eyed and like, what? I don't remember exactly when it was, but I looked down and it was like me, you, and Jay George were like,
Yeah.
Woo!
Like I said, absolute. It was even for me a very flabbergasting moment.
Yeah.
And it was something to where I was glad to not be on screen for once and just be able to sit back, watch it, and not.
Thanks.
Well, no, hey, I still have business to handle. You know, you guys know I have a lot on my plate right now.
Your plate has filet mignon on it. Fat
I
stacks.
wish it did, but honestly, I'd rather
I
go
don't
to
even
like a
have plates right
porterhouse or
now.
something.
All right, so with all that covered, let's roll into the
Yeah.
second match of the Cookout.
Well, not quite yet.
Oh, wait.
Before our next match, Sam Adams' music hits, but unfortunately, Mike Trash makes his way to the ring holding a trash bag with a
Boo.
gift box inside. He introduces a new hardcore championship, and Sam Adams makes his way to the ring. Mike Trash awards him the belt. Adams gives an acceptance speech, then Lucas Switch to Sangro makes his way to the ring for their scheduled match. Twitch asks Adams to put the belt on the line in their match. And Don Montoya makes his way to the ring to ringside and declares that the championship will be contested under 24/7 rules and calls for the bell to start the match. And this is applause because we have a new 24/7 title.
Vetoed.
And this is amazing. I'm so happy about this. There's a hardcore championship. And the reason I think they're one and the same because they are one and the same, just they happen like 20 years apart. Um, this
Just
is
different names, but the concept was the same.
right. And no better way, which we have a lot to get to first, but no better way to kick off the first week of this championship than the match that we.
Yo, you can
What?
you continue with your breakdown. I just have something to add afterwards.
Just saying, there's no better way to initiate this new era of the hardcore title than the match that we have coming up this Friday. It's all yours.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I am in that match. It's kind of crazy though, because can you guys think every single match I've been in at SPO or Hybrid or PWU, there's been some outside interference, right? Think back.
I'm trying to think of,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
there is actually. Yeah,
yeah.
except for
And
that first one with Cameron.
the first one, okay, sure.
Yeah.
You could throw that one
But
aside.
but regardless,
The second one, the third one, the fourth one.
since then,
Since then, it's all been interference. It's all been this cheating BS, and a lot of people would actually be mad about that, right? I think if you guys were sitting in my chair and that happened to you, you guys would feel screwed over. But
oh, absolutely.
I don't feel screwed over. I feel dumb. I feel dumb because why wouldn't I think of that first? Where's my affiliation? Where's my?
yeah.
I got Pete Carter. We got Pete's posse, but I think that's more. I think that's more prominent in another universe. I don't know how alive that is at SPO. So
Well, the only affiliation that we've seen of Pete Carter besides yourself is the Italian Tank, who wasn't at the arena on Friday or the Friday before
when's
that,
the
but
last time you've been there?
I think it's what, three
Been
or
a
four
couple
weeks
weeks.
ago.
Yeah.
3 or 4 weeks? Yeah, that's too long for me. I got stuff to do. I got time. I can't be waiting for my people. I have to go out and seek them. So, Pete Carter, where's my gang? Where's your posse? Where's my posse?
So now the question that I have to kind of ask you then is, why not just go out and do it yourself? Why do you need Pete?
That's a good question.
Well, he already, if I may, MF,
Yeah.
he already answered that. He sees all these hybrid matches. He sees all these matches that he's been in ending with interference.
Yeah. I mean,
But what does that have to do with him staying with Pete or not? Like, if he goes and teams up with somebody else who has that ability, another manager perhaps, or another stable, then maybe he has more working for him than currently with Pete Carter, who only has the tank, which apparently isn't there that often to roll with.
no. And even when I'm there, we don't get along that well. I mean, like, if you can hear the crowd reactions, they love Tank, right? They love Tank. What about me? They don't got that same love for me.
Well, I mean, you've got two different energies, first off, because when the tank comes running out, everyone's cheering for him, and he's like, yeah, yeah. When you come out, you're yelling at everybody and telling them they suck and you're the best. And, granted, your intro song is phenomenal. Craziest thing. 3 days ago, I heard it 4 times in the same day. I'm like, what? Is this a sign? Like, am I supposed to be rooting for the original MF?
I mean, back to his point though, what he's asking is where's his backup? Where's the people that are supposed to have his back? It feels like.
Well, who would you even,
Well,
seek?
where's the rest of the posse?
That's what I've been asking.
Where's Brian Murphy?
That's what I've been asking. And the funny thing is, I asked Pete that when he came out with me. I asked him that after the match. And then this week he said he'd have something in store for me. So I assumed that something would happen. I show up, Pete's not there. He's not in sight.
I did see God of Dad Bod there. In fact, I know that for a fact because we walked to the parking lot and Matthew Oman was practicing with nunchucks, and God of Dad Bod busted out a beautiful Ninja Turtles reference. Ah, a fellow chucker, eh? You wouldn't get it. You
No,
wouldn't
I
get it. No, that's like a 30-year-old joke.
I didn't see him.
Next
I mean,
time I'll use mustard.
he could have
He
been
might not
there.
have been there that long, but I did see him.
He could have been there, but he didn't have my back. Who had my back?
Well, there you
Nope.
go.
Yeah.
So then where are you? So clearly you're not getting, I mean, it comes full circle to what I initially asked. If you're not getting what you're getting from Pete Carter, then where are you seeking? Who is it that you're trying to, what do we got? Rick Blade in the chat.
Thank you, Rick.
Then what direction, hypothetically, if there was somebody out there that you could affiliate yourself with, just strictly, all intents and purposes, just total question. Who would you go after? Who's the first person that you'd be like, hey, we need to get each other's back?
Oh, Ginger left. The first person. That's a good question. I don't know. It's not always about the individuals, because they could be great, right? I could have a great tag team partner. You know, I've talked to Cam, even like my bitter enemy, about tagging with me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So I don't really think, I'm not thinking in terms of one person. You know,
Okay.
I think I need my own posse, per se, and that doesn't mean that I'm leaving Pete Carter at all. But that means that I'm looking for a little bit more backup and people who will be looking out for me and not, you know, throwing me in a match with 6 other guys who I have no business being in the ring with. You know, I'm better than them. So,
You know who I'd really like? I'd like to see you
hardcore title
manage.
if someone doesn't screw me over again, which seems like a high probability. I really gotta start thinking about that. I need a crew behind me to kind of look out for me, because I'm not getting it right now.
I feel like one manager specifically comes to mind that could
can't hear
possibly harness. You can't hear me?
Rejoin. Oh, you can't hear me?
No, we
I
can hear you. Yeah.
But it sounded like you couldn't hear me. Can you hear me? Nope.
He'll be back.
Bye, MF. It's been real.
So I there he is. He came back fast. Good.
Could
How
you
about
guys-
now?
Oh my God! So I just said all that, and I had no clue that they couldn't hear me.
No, we heard you.
Oh, you heard me.
We heard you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you hear us?
I can hear both of you. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, no, we heard you. That all came through great. Unless somebody in the chat said that, because we have had that issue occur.
I thought that you guys were giving me hand signals saying that you couldn't understand me, but it's fine.
Nope. One person that I definitely feel like you would benefit under their tutelage would be Tommy Biz. You know, we've seen what he brings to the table, and I definitely think, you know, there's a thing or two that you could, you know, this is sans Mike Trash and Sam Adams, even though, like, you and Sam Adams would actually make a pretty good tag team. I'm not going to lie. Like, thinking about it.
Yes, we hear you, Archives.
Archives, welcome to the chat. I feel like that would be a very interesting tag team, because you both have such charisma.
Talkers.
Yeah, charisma and trash talking ability. Like, that would be interesting. Oh man, could MF go with classy Mike Trash, Sam Adams, and Tommy Biz? Would he fit into that faction? Sorry to speak like you and like in the third person as if you're not here, but it's just it's a question I have to think out loud.
I mean, that sounds like it would be an interesting fit. Go on.
I don't know. It's a good question. It's a question that I'm gonna ponder, but I'm definitely looking out at most of the roster. You know, I'm not thinking of anyone, right? I'm thinking of everyone. So there's not really like a specific person that I'm targeting. Sorry, I'm getting harassed.
So just do me a favor and don't join Hybrid if you know.
Don't join Hybrid.
Don't join Hybrid.
I got you. But
Hybrid's given MF some opportunities lately, but also cost him that opportunity.
The only reason I'm on the shows right now is because of Hybrid Wrestling. I can say that.
You're not wrong. You did come on here and get booked on the Hybrid Rules show.
Exactly.
So, like, they have been giving you, you know, spots, but
I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to think about it, because they've definitely been some of the perpetrators in screwing me over. So I'm really in the me business right now, and I think that I have something in store for the Hybrid show, something that I'm pretty proud of. But I'm gonna save that, because I don't know if I'm allowed to reveal it. But
of course,
yeah, it's just it's a really fun match with 2 of my buddies. So you guys can you guys can ponder that. But I don't know. To be honest, I'm thinking of everyone, right? So I'm thinking of Sam Adams. I'm thinking about Classy Mike Trash. I'm thinking about Tommy Biz. I'm thinking about Hybrid. I'm thinking about Amadeus. All these people on my radar, and
Wrath of the Wicked? I don't know that you got to get Goff then, dude. Like what?
I'm just thinking. Hey, I'm thinking out loud. There's a number of people, and this does not mean that I'm ditching Pete Carter. This just means that maybe Pete Carter gets, another one.
You got to look out for you, and you got to look around you and see, like, is this best for me? What's happening right now?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And right now,
Yeah.
dude, it's looking rough. 2 losses.
Archives is Amadeus' biggest hater. Did someone say Amadeus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
2
know.
losses, man. Like, yeah, you definitely have to rethink your strategy. I mean, it's great to see you back in the ring in the academy, throwing down. Dude, your matches have been phenomenal. And I love that, like, double stomp driver you do to people's
Oh,
shoulder
God.
blades. Like, ouch. Like, that's some acupressure right there.
Yeah.
Acupuncture stuff.
It's not a fun move for the people who I'm wrestling.
Oh, I'm
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But now you've definitely been showing up and shelling out, man. So I look forward to seeing your progression. And I'm curious now to see where your future lies
I am
within
too.
wherever you
I am.
decide to go.
It's up in the air right now. But let me just say, I was watching that whole live stream. I was watching that entire live stream, and man, what the hell? Like what?
Super awkward.
Like I don't know, dude.
It was great.
Yeah, it was great for you guys. I bet the whole locker room is probably in shambles right now. But
Possibly, but guess what? It's all part of journalism, baby.
yeah, I guess so. But that was wild. There's some real tensions there, and I'm not involved, but I think that I should probably be awarded all 4 of the titles that Jay George was saying that he wanted, just based on pure skill alone, right? So
What?
how about JP hands me the hybrid title and Jay George hands me the SPO title?
What? I don't
What
know
about
what you're.
Pat Dynamite's PWU championship? Do you want that too?
Yeah, why not? Right? I'm so good, so there's no reason why I shouldn't be holding these belts right now.
I don't know if these generations are still taking bath salts, if that's a thing, but this boy over here be tripping.
Nah, I don't know. I think I don't know. I think I definitely should be awarded at least. I mean, they have like 10 titles, right? It's like at least half seems fair.
Yeah, the
I mean,
problem is you got to win one.
No, do you have to when you're as good as me? Do you have to win one?
Yeah, I think that's still one of those.
But you just
qualifications.
said you lost your last 2 matches. You got to prove that you're as good as you by winning these matches.
What did I say right before that? I said that people got
Interference.
Interference, exactly. And hey, interference is something that I would do if I had a gang, so I'm not hating on it. I'm just stating the facts. I would have won that match if Jay George didn't give me a rock bottom. I hit Sam Reaper with my finishing move. He was done. I was just taking a second to, kind of tell the crowd to shut the fuck up. I would have won, and I would have won last week without the stupid bell ringer. So
you got to focus on the match, though. You're too busy yelling at the crowd, man. You got to focus on that pinfall and that W.
Don't have to when you're as good as me. You can focus on whatever you want. I'm just going to win. Without
we've seen he hits his opponent so hard, he has that kind of time to turn around and talk to the crowd a little bit.
Dude, Sam Reaper was done. He was out.
Yeah, you had him.
Yeah, and Stife would have been because I kicked out. But it doesn't matter. Does not matter. That is behind me now. JJ Smith, he can hold that title for as long as he wants. But all I'm asking for, and I don't think I'm asking for the world. I don't think I'm asking for anything unrealistic, something that isn't deserved. I'm asking for what I deserve, and what I deserve is at least half the titles on the SPO wrestling roster / hybrid wrestling roster.
Well, it looks like you'll be able to put that to the test this Friday night when you take on, 10 other guys in that hardcore match?
Yeah. I said I was available. I would have said I wasn't available if I knew what.
Look at that scramble right there. You've got Caleb Wolf, Devlin Ridley, KTB, Sam Adams, Billboard Billy Gold, Stife, and then the original MF, which is just MF on the flyer.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I didn't agree to that.
Well, you've got Billboard Billy Gold, who you've never been in the ring with. You've got KTB, the Beast. That dude is just huge in there. Yeah, man, you've got some screw mountains. You've got like whatever's bigger than a mountain to climb.
That's what they're saying about me, though. So
What that you're the same you for KTB to take on you is a fool's idea.
yeah, I don't know why he even. I don't know why. I don't know who came up with this match, right? But whoever it was not considering the size difference that would be in this match. I'm so much taller than all of my competitors and I'm so much bigger, and I'm so much stronger that like it's not even fair. You know, it's a hardcore match. This is a hardcore title. I'm gonna win it, and there will be no weapons. I will not get hit with a weapon. I will not use a weapon, and during my reign.
That's the point of the title.
I don't care about the point.
He's so good that that stipulation doesn't matter, though.
Exactly. The stipulation does not matter.
Pete, do you
He'll
not
beat you
get
clean.
any of this?
Then I hope you lose that title within 5 seconds because
Why?
that's not the spirit of the title. The
No
spirit
one
of the title is 24/7 hardcore. All
So
right.
that doesn't mean he has to use the rule.
Yeah.
That just means that it is a
That does.
rule.
That does. It's the name of the belt.
No.
But that doesn't mean he has to abide by it. He can allow it for other people to use it because they need it. He doesn't. He's that damn good.
Then go after a different belt. Then go after a different belt because that belt deserves someone that can smack somebody else in the face with a chair and not think twice about it.
I don't care.
Any time of day. Whether they're on the crapper at Starbucks or waiting for a train, they should be able to defend that title in the rain.
And he will be able to, but if you remember Taz's theme song from WWE, I don't need a weapon. My hands are my weapon.
Exactly.
He was a hardcore champion.
Yeah. Like I don't need the steel chair. I don't need the door. I don't need the thumbtacks. I don't need the kendo sticks. All I need is these muscles right here, and all I need is this body and build. So I will win the hardcore championship. I will not use a single weapon. I will not get hit with a single weapon. And I will win it, and I will walk out the Mount Holly. I will walk out of New Jersey, and I will travel the world as the new SPO Wrestling Hardcore Champion, and I will defend it anywhere I want, and I will win it anywhere I want.
What if somebody comes in with a barbed wire baseball bat while you're taking your SATs and challenges you?
I'd have to defend.
Yeah.
Sorry, instructor. This shit's got to go.
What do you mean? The instructor could be somebody who could win the title.
Yeah, you three could win the title.
We've seen Face when he's, put his hair up and put on glasses. He looks like he could be a college professor. He might pull the old switcheroo.
Maybe. But yeah, honestly, I would beat whoever has a barbed wire, whatever you said, barbed wire bat.
Yeah.
Let's
I
go.
would not be shocked.
Let's go, Danny.
How would you feel about taking on a competitor who's in a wheelchair?
Who's in a wheelchair? Danny? Who's
It's
Danny?
a different Danny. It's a different Danny, not Danny the referee at WickedWorks, but a long-time follower, first-time fan.
Joe Hill in the chat.
Mine is too. Because I'm going to win. And then after I win, I will walk up to Justify JP Grayson. He will hand me his belt. I will walk over to Jay George. He will hand me his belt. Walk over to Pat Dynamite. He will hand me his tag titles.
You should have totally been here like an hour ago.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm good. I think there was a problem with my phone, so I couldn't load in. There was
fair enough.
something.
Yeah, bad service area.
Yeah, it was like
We've
rocky.
had some technical difficulties this evening. It's bound to
Yeah.
happen.
So like I don't really need to say that to their face, right? So like it should just happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm gonna let you guys do your show because I know I just hijacked it a little bit, but I just had to talk about me for a second because that's frankly where the money is.
Well, it's kind of where your tradition's been these past couple of weeks. It seems like you've popped on for these little pockets, plugged yourself and then dipped off and did what you do best. And Rick Blade says,
It's entertaining.
this kid is kind of amusing.
I'm actually kind of happy you stayed a little bit longer this time. We got to experience a little more MF.
I think this week you guys deserved a little bit more of an explanation on why people think I lost, but it was literally just because of interference. I think that after I get handed all those titles, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I have to start making room. I got to think of where to put them.
Good point.
I don't know. Yeah.
Get a trophy case, man.
Trophy case? Maybe. Could one of you guys hold them for me? Like hold one or two?
I've got plenty of storage here.
Win a couple of them.
I can help you out.
I gotcha. Yeah, so I just had to plug myself real quick because I'm like that good. And you said it's become my tradition recently. It should have been a tradition since I started this podcast because all your viewers, all they want to hear is me, right? Like
actually, our viewership dropped by 3 while you've been on. So
what happened?
I said our viewership dropped by 3 since you've been on.
Haters.
I don't think that's true.
I actually have no way to verify that. I don't have those analytic availabilities. I just had to say it.
I'm not shocked.
That's all. These guys handle all the technical stuff. I'm just the face of the biz.
What's the viewership right now?
We're at about 600 million people right now.
Damn.
875.
Oh, is that the official number?
That's what I'm seeing right here, yeah.
Oh, you must have refreshed right after I did. Okay. So he's getting ready to log off and the numbers are still going up.
That's crazy. But it's frankly not shocking.
2 hours later.
Yeah.
But MF, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Right. So like anytime I want to plug myself, anytime I want to acknowledge how great I am, and anytime you guys want to, admit how great I am and that I should be handed all those titles, you can just say that like right now.
Well, I appreciate you not dropping as many F-bombs as you did last week when you popped on for that brief little, yeah, you went off like a firecracker, my guy, but
yeah,
that was a hell of a promo you dropped there. So I appreciate.
He's not angry now.
The F's
he's
limited.
Figured out. He's not angry anymore. He's figured out what he has to do, and now he's focused.
I figured out that it's simply fair, and rather than what's the saying? Something about playing the game. You gotta play the game. That's what I'm doing. 5 motherfuckers.
5 MF, thanks. He just had to get it in there, didn't he?
That was a Samuel L. Jackson move if I've ever seen one.
That was. Boy, howdy, look at these surprise pop-ups we've had all evening long.
Oh, man. Who's next?
Hey, man. It's been a while.
Better not be Declan Grant. It's past his bedtime.
No, it's going to be Reaper.
No. Again, Reaper is in the ether on vacation. He might have the Wi-Fi to be able to comment here and there, but I don't think the Wi-Fi.
It would be so funny to see him come on painted up, but like in a Hawaiian shirt and swim trunks.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Hey guys.
Oh shit. All right, look. I can't be on this show anymore. My streak continues. I think I can go home happy now.
You're not at home?
No.
I thought you went home.
No.
I thought you were tuned in live from the El Bastiment, or wherever that. I don't even know what part of your house you stream from. The Ginger Dungeon.
Nah, it's more
Penthouse.
the Ginger Tower.
The penthouse.
The penthouse. Ooh. All right, so where were we at on the card? We only got through
The
Second
two.
bell
match.
rings. The bell rings, and Twitch immediately attempts a roll up for a 2. Twitch dodges a belt shot and takes control, wearing Adams down with stiff kicks. Adams dodges a kick and rolls out of the ring. Twitch follows and continues his attack. Adams whips Twitch into the wall, but Twitch rebounds off the wall and hits a clothesline. Twitch circles around the ring and approaches Mike Trash as Sam Adams enters the ring. Twitch takes Trash's megaphone and removes the batteries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Adams
Somebody
takes the
finally did
megaphone.
it.
Adams takes the megaphone from Twitch, and Twitch enters the ring. Adams hits Twitch with the megaphone for a 2 count. 3! 3! Adams continues to beat down and hits a second rope double axe handle. I will rule you, sending Twitch out of the ring. Adams drops an elbow on Twitch from the apron and covers for a 2. 3! Adams steals Joe Hale's chair and sets it up in the aisle. Twitch fights back, but Adams whips him into the chair. Adams covers for a 2. Adams steals a fan's hat, and it's the big guy who like gets in the face of all the heels. But if you don't
Yeah.
go, you won't know. Where was I? Steals a fan's hat as Twitch makes his way back to ringside. Adams tosses Twitch into the ring and attempts another second rope double axe handle, but Twitch counters with a low blow. And it was so casual. It was just like, I'm just gonna lift my foot up and you're gonna fall into it. Low blow, low. Twitch hits a discus forearm and a running corner attack before hitting a snap suplex. Adams charges and hits a heel kick, but Twitch takes him down with one of his own. They make their way back to their feet, exchanging strikes until Twitch takes down Adams with a mock-style rebound clothesline for a 2. Moments later, Twitch attempts sensory overload, but Adams counters and hits a backstabber for a 2. 3! 3! Adams hits a jawbreaker and sets up for a snapmare driver, but Twitch counters into a monster raid, then hits sensory overload for the 3 count. Lucas Twitch DeSangro defeats Sam Adams to become the new hardcore champion, and I would say the first hardcore champion, but since the belt was gifted to Adams, he was the first champion. That's
Very true.
not what Cage Match says, though.
Now, this was a great.
Oh my God. I just found a typo where it says Twatch instead of Twitch.
Now, this was a matchup that I'm surprised we haven't gotten sooner. You know, Sam
Yeah, for
Adams,
real.
the crowd interaction, Twitch, his bantering in the ring, like the perfect combo of wrestlers that I want to see in a match. And so I need to see it again. There has to be a rematch at some point in the future from
Well,
this situation right here.
not spoiling anything, but I have a feeling we're going to be seeing this a lot.
Possibly, but either or, I definitely want to see an actual like a one-on-one match like we had here with Twitch and Sam, because man, I feel like we only got a taste of what the possibility could be.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm always rooting for my boy Twitch. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to hold my congratulations on that one. And move on.
There you go.
Anything else to add? Our next match was a tag team match for the SPO tag team titles, featuring challenger Dave Reed and Big Red Ryan Redfield versus Hamlet Hurts You and Bones, Skull and Bones, with Amadeus. The bell rings and Hamlet and Reed jaw at each other before exchanging holds and counters. Moments later, the pace picks up and Reed hits a flying shoulder tackle, taking down Hamlet. Tag to Red, who hits a senton.
Who are you, Hamlet Hurts?
This is going to be tough because I have Reed and Red. Oh my God.
He didn't know which one was Big Red.
The bigger one. Reed drops a fist on Hamlet before heading to the apron, and Big Red covers for a 2. That's what I did to separate. I put Big Red. Okay, I thought of this when I did this. Cool. And Big Red covers for a 2 count. Quick tag back to Reed, and Big Red restrains Hamlet as Reed climbs the ropes. Hamlet escapes and shoves Big Red into Reed before tossing him out of the ring. Hamlet applies a front headlock on Reed and pulls him toward the counter as Ref Craig. Oh, I'm not wearing the shirt anymore. As Ref Craig
Boo.
stops Big Red from entering. With Craig's back turned,
Keep
Bones
going,
enters and
Jim. There you go.
both he and Hamlet stomp Reed. Craig escorts Big Red back to his corner as Bones returns to the apron. Attack to Bones, who hits a back el- Tag to Bones, who hits a back elbow for a quick 1 count. Quick tag to Hamlet, who hits a body slam on Reed for a 2 count. Tag to Bones, who hits a neck breaker and covers with 1 foot for a 1 count. Reed attempts to pick Bones up for a body slam, but Bones escapes and rolls up Reed for a 2, then DDTs his leg. Bones attacks the leg again and tags Hamlet. Hamlet works over Reed for a moment and then tags Bones back in. Bones locks in an unorthodox leg hold while slamming Reed's free knee into the mat. Bones releases the hold and tags Hamlet. Bones restrains Reed's leg as Hamlet enters and drops an elbow on him. Hamlet hits a pair of scoop slams for a 2 count. Hamlet attempts another scoop slam, but Big Red grabs Reed's leg and pulls him down. Hamlet charges into a back elbow from Reed, who then tags in Big Red. Red hits a shoulder block on Hamlet. Red hits a shoulder block on Hamlet. Bones enters and catches 1-2, sending him out of the ring. Red connects with another shoulder block on Hamlet, taking him down. Big Red hits a swinging neckbreaker on Hamlet and covers for a 2. Hamlet tosses Big Red into the corner as Bones enters without a tag. Hamlet and Bones take turns hitting running corner attacks on Big Red before Hamlet hits a front slam for a 2 count. Big Red fights out of a double team as Reed enters. Reed takes down Bones as Big Red brawls with Hamlet. Reed hits a super kick on Hamlet, who turns around into a discus.
Take 3 and action.
Who turns around into a discus decapitator from Big Red. Red covers Hamlet for a 2 count and then tags Reed. Big Red and Reed set up Hamlet for a double suplex, but Bones enters and hits a spinning kick to Reed's leg. Hamlet tosses Big Red out of the ring, and Hamlet and Bones hit their finisher for the 3 count. I couldn't think of the name. Skull and Bones retain the SPO Tag Team titles against Big Red and Dave Reed.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't surprised one bit that, Skull and Bones weren't going to, won this match. Don't get me wrong. Big Red, Dave
You're
Reed.
wrong.
They're powerhouses, man. Look at those guys. They're Don't play that. I got to pee. They're freaking huge, my guy. They're freaking huge. But they're not
So what you're
a
saying is
tag
they're
team.
freaking huge.
They're freaking huge. But they're not.
Okay. As long as we know that they're freaking huge.
They're freaking huge.
We're going to have that as a sound clip.
But they're not a team we've seen before put together. I'm sure maybe they've worked together in the past. I'm sure they have good chemistry. We saw
I think that might have been the first time they worked together.
Yeah, from what I hear, that was their first time teaming together.
Which blows my mind. Yeah, it blows my mind because, Skull and Bones, we've seen them. They need competitors. And I'm not saying that Big Red and Dave Reed aren't competitors. I'm just saying them together, they don't have the same kind of flow as Skull and Bones. There's telepathy going on there between the Shakespearean madman and whatever the hell Bones is.
I'm just saying that they're going to get competition this week.
Present it. Ooh. Yeah, I still see Skull and Bones picking up that W though, man. I don't think Primal Fear is a great tag team. They know each other. They've been together a long time. But Skull and Bones just have something extra that a lot of these tag teams and a lot of these divisions don't have.
Next,
it'll be very interesting. Go ahead, BJ. Sorry.
Next, we have an in-ring segment featuring.
Oh, come on! We were talking about the match. I thought you had something to say about the match.
Oh no! Go! What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
that the tag team division, regardless of how it works out, is really heating up, especially this week with them defending against Primal Fear. And we also have Busted in the Brain, Jordan Oliver, and Alec Price taking on Control Chaos.
Alec
Yeah.
Price making his PWSA debut and his PWU debut, even though he was on the
Yeah.
card, but he was replaced by Ryan O'Neal.
Due to injury.
Yeah, well,
Hamsters.
those steps were vicious. Archives, I think you know the answer to that.
Yes, they are freaking huge.
They're
Come on,
freaking
dude.
huge! Like Amadeus.
Dude, seriously, you have to record that and just send it to me so we can have it as a sound clip. That's it. You're going to be the first in character sound clip. You get that honor.
Next, we have an in-ring segment featuring Phil Winslow. This is interrupted by PJ Savage. Winslow offers Savage a burger, and Savage takes Winslow down with a clothesline. Winslow recovers and hits a spinning back fist, and Savage destroys Winslow with multiple running knees. Cotton Eye Joe hits, and Billboard Billy Gold chases Savage away. Billy gets on the mic and challenges Savage before helping Winslow to his feet. Winslow leaves, and J.J. Smith comes to the ring.
Now, before we continue, can you tell me why Phil Winslow was in the ring?
He was there for the cookout. He had a burger that he was bringing out to the ring to show off to everyone.
Yeah, something about revealing his secret recipe, and then as it goes on, PJ Savage comes out, interrupts. Well,
that burger looked good, man. I was sad to not learn the recipe.
So Winslow, but the beginning part, he came out and said it's been a long time. It's been since January since he's been in the ring in the PWSA, and he had to go back and make some changes, season up it, change the seasoning a little, and he's ready and he's back. That's why he was in the ring.
Which is amazing to see, man. I'm so happy to see Phil Winslow back in the Pro Wrestling Star Academy because he came out there and he gave everybody a nice show. Like, he set his tray off to the side and was busting out them moves like we know he can do. I can't do a split. I'm 38. I'm still nimble, but like I can't do that. He was breaking it down. But somebody took his tray away, the ring girl, and he was like, somebody took my food away.
Yeah, he called her out. He got it back. It's all good.
He did, but that was funny. I was cracking up. I was like, yeah, Phil Winslow, man. Love that guy. So glad to see him back in the academy.
But yeah, this results in a match next week.
Yep.
A match this week coming up.
My money's on Phil, but we see what kind of savage he's in the ring with.
Yeah, and like I don't know, when Skills is like, yo, that's my boy. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, I got you, Skills.
So then I wonder if we'll see possibility of Skills in the building accompanying. But
well,
probably not.
We haven't so far.
Yeah.
And maybe he's not actively managing him at the moment, but just Skills' endorsement saying that that this is one of my guys, that's enough. That's like Paul Heyman walking up to someone and being like, "Oh, that's one of my guys." Oh, okay.
Like, oh, okay. Pay attention here.
Yeah, for real. But yeah,
so this leads into that next match, right? With
our
William.
Next contest is a singles match for the World Traveling Skywalker Championship featuring champion J.J. Smith and challenger Billboard Billy Gold. The match begins. They eye each other up, they circle, and J.J. leaves the ring. After letting J.J. have a few words with some fans, Billy pulls him to the apron by his hair and hip tosses him back into the ring. They eventually lock up, and Billy applies a headlock, followed by noogies. Moments later, they lock up again. This time, Billy applies an armbar. Billy proceeds to give JJ a rope burn. That's not what we called it when I was little, but that wasn't
Yep, but
PC.
it's not PC.
Yeah.
Or
They lock
PG,
up.
No, it's PG, but it's just not
Yeah.
PC.
depending who you ask.
And then it's like, well, which one? Anyway, they lock up yet again, and JJ applies a wrist lock, but Billy powers him into the corner. Billy then attacks JJ's nipples and hits a side slam for a 2 count. As JJ recovers, Billy attempts to give him a wedgie, but JJ escapes out of the ring. Billy pulls JJ to the apron by his hair again, but this time JJ drops him neck first onto the top rope. JJ climbs to the top. It's a reverse swinging DDT for a 2. JJ hits a pair of headbutts and covers for a 2. JJ applies a chin lock, but Billy makes it to his feet, applies a waist lock, and forces JJ into the ropes. JJ grabs the top rope, countering Billy's German suplex attempts, and JJ breaks Billy's grip. Billy then gives JJ a wedgie. Billy counters a trio of wild attacks and delivers a chop after each. JJ is sent into the corner, and Billy hits a running splash. Billy whips JJ into the opposite corner and hits another running splash, followed by an exploder suplex for a 2. The straps come down and Billy attempts a billboard slam, but JJ counters and gets Billy in a double underhook. Billy fights out and hits a TKO, sending JJ out of the ring. Billy chases JJ back into the ring, but JJ grabs something from under the ring before entering. JJ loosens up the turnbuckle pad, and as ref Main turns to fix it, JJ hits Billy with a PS4 controller, taking him down. JJ climbs to the top rope and drops a PS4 controller-assisted headbutt on Billy. JJ stuffs the controller into Billy's pants and covers him for a 2. As JJ argues with ref Main, Billy recovers and hits an Emerald Flosion for the 3 count. As Billy celebrates, ref Main finds the controller in Billy's pants and tells MLJ to announce that Billy Gold has been disqualified and JJ Smith retains the Silver Skywalker Championship.
Biggest bullshit I've ever seen.
Billboard Billy Gold being robbed, what, 2 weeks in a row now?
It's like
What do you
3 or
mean robbed?
4, man. It's been like all freaking like the last 2 months he's been robbed.
What do you mean, Rob?
One could think he's cursed.
What do you mean, Rob?
Don't ask rhetorical questions.
What do you think? This is a show that makes sense?
I said what I
No,
said.
it's a real shame, though, because in the situation, Billy legitimately won the title.
Yeah.
You know, there was no foul play there.
But
At
once
least
again,
not
my
by
boy
him.
Billboard Billy Gold gets screwed over, and we just move on and on.
And
Damn bloody shame.
This does kind of bring up a conversation about the quality of refereeing at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy.
Amen, brother.
But let's not go there. Next up, we have intermission.
Ooh,
just made the list.
Intermission.
Everybody go get your popcorn, burgers, and dogs. I hung out in the parking lot. Nah, it was locked. Nah.
Why would you do that, man? You had the crowd eating out the palm of your hands, and you just said no, F off.
um, Desmond Gilmore? I heard he retired. Yeah, and honestly, like, they should just hand him the belt. Although the only problem with MF in that match is it's a timed match, so whoever's the champion after the time limit expires, so that might cost him because if everybody teams up on him, you know what I mean. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Anyway, you guys continue this recap. I shall return.
All right.
Maybe.
Without any further doo-doo,
Doo-doo.
as we return from intermission, Mike trashes at ringside with his megaphone, speaking unintelligibly. This brings out hardcore champion Twitch, who confronts Trash. This is so long. Twitch grabs Trash and
Ginger, he's trying to recap. Go away. You said you're
From-
leaving. Bye.
from out of nowhere, Sam Adams rolls Twitch up with a schoolboy for the 3 count. The winner and new hardcore champion, Sam Adams. Adams and Trash escape, with Twitch chasing them out of the arena.
I mean, all's fair in the 24/7 hardcore title.
Yeah, man.
You know, did I
Yeah,
want it to happen? No, but hey, anything goes.
Yeah, man. If you hold that belt, you keep your head on a swivel. You know.
I can't wait to see who holds it next. Like after the 10 minutes, because I'm sure it's going to change hands like 6 times over that match.
Oh no, of course. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm very interested to see who's going to walk out of there as the champion. But
Of anybody, I think KTB would really put that belt to its name. I feel like he could go.
you know, I haven't heard his pitch yet. The only pitch I have heard is MF, and that's where my money is right now.
That's insane because, you know, he's not going to be any kind of living embodiment of that title.
No, he's going to be the antithesis of that title.
Exactly. And then everyone's going to just pile on him and beat his ass and then just take the belt back and be like, all right, that was fun. I was going to say something, but it was a really, really dark joke, so I decided to pause and stop. Whoa. This almost got, glad I have a conscience.
Next, we have a trios match featuring Team PWU Tag Team Champions Tommy and JP Grayson, who is also the Hybrid World Champion and who was also on the first hour of this show. The Backseat Boys with Discount Dewey Donovan and PWU Champion Pat Dynamite versus Team Hybrid, SPO Champion Jay George, Alex Rivera, and KTB with Mike Hamilton Jr. and Stife. Jay George and Dynamite start, but Jay George quickly tags Rivera before any contact is made. Dynamite and Rivera exchange grapples until Rivera shoves Dynamite into the ropes. Dynamite hits a shoulder block that Rivera laughs at. Dynamite hits the ropes again for another shoulder block that Rivera barely reacts to. Dynamite stomps Rivera's foot and takes him down with a third shoulder block. Moments later, Dynamite tags Tommy in, who works over Rivera's arm before tagging JP. They hit a series of double team maneuvers, and JP covers for a 1 count. Tag to Tommy and a quick tag to Dynamite, and they triple team Rivera. As Dynamite attempts a pin, KTB enters to break up the count. Dynamite applies an armbar and tags Tommy. Rivera pushes Tommy into Jay George, and Tommy turns around and punches Jay George. Rivera grabs Tommy from behind and delivers a Saito suplex for a 2 count. Tag to KTB, who whips Tommy into the ropes and takes him down with a shoulder block. KTB chokes Tommy on the second rope, and as ref Aura backs him away, Jay George continues to choke him. KTB covers for a 2. Tag to Jay George, who works over Tommy, then quickly tags Rivera. Rivera works over Tommy, then quickly tags Jay George. Team Hybrid isolates Tommy in the corner as Jay George tags in KTB. Tommy eventually fights out of the corner and spans the ring to tag JP. JP knocks Rivera and Jay George off the apron, then takes down KTB with a second rope dropkick. JP hits a Yakuza kick for a 2 count that was broken up by Rivera. Dynamite and Tommy enter and go after Rivera, but Ref Aura backs them off.
Ref trash.
As Ref Aura's back is turned, Rivera and Jay George enter and toss JP to the outside. Jay George hits a huge clothesline and tosses JP back into the ring. KTB drops a headbutt on JP for a 2 count. KTB hits a body slam and tags in Jay George, who hits a spinning leg drop and applies a chin lock. Rivera rushes across the ring and clears Dynamite and Tommy from the apron. They rush into the ring, but Ref Aura holds them back, like a real ref should. Jay George wears down JP with a full Nelson, but JP breaks out with a jawbreaker. Jay George hits a spinning heel kick and tags KTB. KTB tags Rivera, and they hit a double suplex for a 2. Rivera chops JP in the corner and tags Jay George. Jay George hits a front slam and a double stomp and tags Rivera. Rivera hits a double underhook suplex for a 2 count. Rivera, this is so long, I'm sorry. Rivera and
It's pretty
KTB attempt a
lengthy.
double team maneuver, but JP fights out. JP makes his way to the corner to tag for a tag to Dynamite as KTB tags Jay George. Dynamite takes down Jay George with a red 9 and hits a running knee in the corner. Dynamite hits a few more kicks, then a Shining Wizard for a 1 count, broken up by Rivera. Rivera guides Jay George to the corner and then hits a German suplex on Dynamite. JP enters and takes Rivera out with an unprettier. KTB enters and after a series of counters, hits a pop-up uppercut on JP. Tommy enters and takes KTB out with a Yakuza kick. Jay George enters and takes Tommy out with a scissor kick. Dynamite enters and attempts to rock and rave, but Jay George counters into a sharpshooter. It doesn't appear that Dynamite tapped, so he must have verbally submitted to Ref Aura to call for the prompting Ref Aura to call for the bell.
Yeah, that was bull.
Yeah, I wasn't close enough to hear him, but I'm sure he said, "Oh my God, it hurts.
No.
Stop it now."
Not all what he said.
But yeah, so Ref Aura calls for the bell, and Don Montoya comes to the ring and demands the match be restarted. Team PWU attacks without warning, and Rivera and KTB are sent out of the ring. Jay George stomps Dynamite in the corner as the back seats hit its stereo splashes to Rivera and KTB on the outside. Dynamite counters a hold and applies a crossface on Jay George, who immediately taps. Team PWU shadily defeats Team Hybrid by submission. After the match, Team PWU each take turns cutting awful promos.
I mean, I won't disagree with that. Like, at all.
The last part there?
Yeah, because they did it the other week, where they all were trading off taglines, and it's like, guys, are you freaking kidding me right there? Like, you don't need to spam your taglines. Like, come on.
And no disrespect to our guest earlier, but his promo started out with, "It's a chess piece," or something along those lines, and he turned it into like, "This is our house."
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, we didn't need to hear from Pat, Tommy, and and JP from there. That promo could have just not happened, and we would have been fine. Definitely glad to see them pick up the W over Hybrid. Got to say, even because Ref Danny Crook job once again pulling some crooked stuff, not even playing it right. Pat clearly did not tap, and trying to call for the belt. No. He wasn't even in that hold for long enough.
All I'm saying is
he was in that hold for like 3 seconds.
All I'm saying is in production, I can hear everything out there, and I heard him say, "I give up."
Well, you wouldn't have been able to hear it because it didn't come through on the stream. Like the noise, you can't even hear me chanting on the stream. So like, it's obviously you're not going to pick up someone saying, "I give up" in the middle of the ring.
I was there. Why would I be watching it on the stream?
You wouldn't have been able to hear it because it was probably so feeble that I was only Ref Aura heard it. You were like 20 feet away.
BS. That's BS. And Don Montoya came out and made everything right because that was a BS call. And guess what? Justice was served.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a BS call. I'm just saying, like, yeah, he didn't physically tap, but we weren't there. We couldn't hear what he was saying into Ref Aura's ear.
But we did hear what Pat Dynamite said in that awful promos that you were talking about that you ended on, where he said that, hey, listen, you guys got this, meaning the back seats, meaning that their little hybrid team up to defeat is on a hiatus because Pat Dynamite has his eyes set on this Friday So he's not going to be involved in any of the hybrid beef, apparently.
When you're uniting to fight a common enemy, you take a week off to fight some dude you could fight anytime.
Made 0 sense to me, BJ. And we're on different teams here, but you know what? It is what it is.
I'm going to let you guys finish this out. In all honesty,
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I'll still be backstage for. I'm gonna let you guys finish the show, and then I'll come back on when we are running down upcoming stuff, and then So
Okay.
Yeah, we have 2 short ones and a long one.
Well, there's only what? One more match left, isn't there?
3. 2 short ones and a
3.
long one.
Man, I thought that tag
Nah.
match, there's only one after that.
Next, we have a singles match featuring Flying Ryan O'Neal versus Ezra Coleman.
Oh, yeah.
To start the match, both competitors that exchange holds. They each hit an arm drag before both attempting drop kicks simultaneously. The pace picks up as both attempt and counter running attacks before Coleman takes O'Neal out of the ring with a drop kick. Coleman fires up and hits a tope over the ropes. Coleman tosses O'Neal into the ring and climbs to the top rope. I can't even talk. O'Neal avoids Coleman's aerial attack. Well, that's a tongue twister anyway. And hits a springboard arm drag, then a springboard crossbody for
Yeah,
a
it
2
is.
count. O'Neal whips Coleman hard into the corner. O'Neal hits a series of strikes and then a snap suplex for a 2. Moments later, Coleman fights out of a headlock and delivers multiple rights, but O'Neal answers with multiple chops. Coleman reverses a whip and hits a springboard clothesline. Both competitors return to their feet, and Coleman hits a pair of clotheslines, then a corner splash. O'Neal reverses a whip, sending Coleman into the corner. O'Neal charges, but Coleman evades and hits a springboard shotgun drop kick for a 2 count. Moments later, Coleman counters a fisherman hold into a roll-up for a 2 count. O'Neal shifts his weight into a pin for a 2 count. This goes back and forth for way too long, but it wasn't even that long before they separate.
Agreed.
Roll over 1, 2, roll over 1, 2. Where was I?
The roll-up pin-ups, loop-de-loo.
I know, I'm just trying to find it in here. Oh, here we go. Coleman slides under a kick and hits a scissor kick for a 2 count. Moments later, O'Neal hits a fisherman suplex for a 2. O'Neal climbs to the top rope and attempts a swanton, but Coleman rolls out of the way. Coleman hits a knee, followed by a twisting cutter for a 2. Coleman hits a suplex, then a top rope splash for a 2 count. Coleman seats O'Neal on the top rope, but O'Neal pushes Coleman off. Coleman charges right back and hits a superplex, but O'Neal holds on and hits a shoulder breaker. O'Neal climbs to the top rope and hits a swanton for the 3 count. After the match, both competitors shake hands and hug and celebrate together.
How
That
cute.
would be amazing.
I can't see. I want to see Coleman. Oh, dude, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
They showed they are a match for each other. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you put that match on 100 times, it's going to be 50-50 who
The
wins
chemistry is there, without a
that.
doubt.
Yeah.
And I would love to
And
see them.
yeah, I would love to see them get together and do their thing, but I mean, we got Junie, who's Ryan's homie.
But we haven't seen Junie in forever at this rate. It's been a couple months.
Well, I'm going to be seeing him next Thursday in Wildwood.
Oh, nice. Tell him I
Actually, I
say
think Ryan's
hi
going to
if you
be
talk
there
to
as
him.
well as
Okay.
Jordan Oliver, Alec Price, I believe. It's I don't know if you've seen the card for ISPW next Thursday, but it's stacked.
Nice. That's great, man.
But yeah, this match, these 2 guys are absolutely amazing. I don't know who said it on commentary, and I hope it wasn't Clockshaw, but these guys in the next 5 years, these guys are going to be headlining pay-per-views. Like that's
Absolutely.
just, the faith I have in both of these guys, and whoever on commentary said it, that's the faith he had.
That's
Um,
the trajectory they're on right now, man. Like they're both just killing it.
the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit for both of these guys.
Yeah.
Um, if there's nothing else,
No, that was a great match,
and
and it was great. I love seeing Flying Ryan match of the night. All right, Joe
match of
Hale.
the night.
I love seeing Flying Ryan in the ring. We know what he's bringing to the table, and the dude is so flowy. Like he's just entertaining to watch. He's just got such a great energy about him, and he commits. So you know you're going to get a show from it.
And also on a personal level, such a nice kid. There was a
Yeah.
moment where like uh, I think it was after the show ended, and I was going out before I went back in because I go out and go back in like 6 times before I actually leave. And I was just trying to like squeeze by someone, and I didn't even notice him. He was sitting behind a merch table, and he looks up and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?" Like super excited. I was like, "Oh, hello," like
Yeah.
just a great kid. Like sky's the limit for this kid, and Ezra as well. Ezra's been nothing but a class act.
Dude, Ezra is a phenomenal wrestler, and there's nothing
Yeah.
but potential in that dude.
Sorry, got to
Very good.
plug in. There we go.
What do
All
we got
right.
next on the dossier?
Our penultimate match was a triple threat match featuring Cosmic versus Lucky Leone versus Beetle. Both Lucky and Beetle are making their PWSA debut. And I just got to say, I've been a Lucky Leone fan for probably 2 years now. I don't know how I stumbled across her. I think she like randomly followed the show page, and I just started following her after that. And
Okay.
she has got a ton of talent. She's super young. She's got the look. She's got the attitude. You know what I mean? The sky's the limit
Yeah.
for this girl as well. So I was very, very happy to see her in the PWSA and have a short conversation with her. But having said that, Lucky is taken out early and Cosmic and Beetle brawl. Moments later, Cosmic dodges an attack, sending Beetle into the second rope. Lucky hits a double axe handle, sending Beetle to the outside. Lucky takes control and delivers a scoop slam to Cosmic for a 1 count that was broken up by Beetle. Moments later, Cosmic takes control and works over both opponents. She hits a suplex on Lucky for a 2 count. Cosmic continues to work over both opponents. Eventually, Beetle and Lucky work together to take Cosmic down. They hit a double hip toss and a double suplex before Beetle attempts a pin. Lucky breaks it up at 1 and attempts a pin of her own that Beetle breaks up at 1. Lucky and Beetle brawl, and Cosmic recovers, delivers a German suplex to Lucky. Beetle hits a facelock suplex on Cosmic, and Lucky takes down Beetle with an STO. Cosmic sends Beetle into the corner with a forearm, and then hits a full Nelson facebuster on Lucky. Beetle hits a dust biter on Cosmic for a 2 that was broken up by Lucky. Lucky hits a Samoan drop on Beetle for a 1, then hits a clothesline for a 2 that was broken up by Cosmic. Cosmic takes down Lucky with a forearm, then hits a back kick on Beetle for the 3 count. Cosmic defeats Beetle and Lucky Leone by pinfall. Ow.
Boom.
Like, honestly, this is the second time we've seen Cosmic, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Because the last match, I think she had Angel Orsini. I wasn't there for that one,
right.
but it was her versus
And,
Angel.
and so in that Angel Orsini match, like, you didn't really see what she's all about. You just saw her in a fight.
Yeah.
In this match, she definitely showed a little bit more both in ring and as far as personality and like who this person actually is.
Oh, dude, by the end of the match, I was rooting for Cosmic. She's a badass, and she was,
Yeah.
not there to make friends, and she hated everyone. But
Yeah.
man, she got a fan out of me because she was beating up people left and right.
And that's
And
kind of what I was getting at. As much of a fan of Lucky I am, I'm a Cosmic fan now.
I feel like Lucky didn't really get an opportunity to truly shine, though. Like, I mean, I felt like
I
she got
agree.
pummeled pretty heavily, pretty quickly.
And like I feel like she didn't get to hit all of the spots that like she's known for. She
Yeah.
didn't really get to show her offensive ability. She got to show that she can take a beating. great,
Yeah,
but we didn't really see the upside of that, and I'm disappointed. So I hope she comes back.
absolutely, and I agree with
I
that. But like Beetle
I
and
hope our short
Cosmic,
conversation didn't drive her away.
but like Beetle and Cosmic, man, like I haven't seen them. Cosmic, I watched on the stream, saw like that one time. I think it was Angel, yeah, Angel.
Yeah,
Um,
Angel Orsini.
and like wasn't really too impressed this evening, but I can understand why Lucky Leone had such a problem getting off any of her attacks, was because I guess both of Cosmic and Beetle must have known what she's capable of, and they just felt like they were like teaming up on her.
Yeah, but then at one point, like the tides turned and Beetle and Lucky kind of got together to take down Cosmic.
Yeah, but I was happy to see the W. Cosmic making her first pinfall after what, only 2 matches now? Well, this being her second.
Yeah,
So hell yeah,
yeah. It took Sam Reaper like 6 months.
exactly. So kudos to Cosmic. I look forward to seeing what Beetle has in the future, as well as Lucky Leo. And I feel like it would be cool the next time, like Mia Fridays on the East Coast, to have a Lucky versus Mia match. That would be a dope match.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I can't be ringside for that. Legally, I mean, no, no. I think that would be an amazing match, and yeah, book it, you cowards. Come on, take all my money and book
Yeah, right.
it.
So what's next up on the dossier?
Well, it's funny you should ask because our main event was a Dojo Rules triple threat tag match featuring Gabriel Hodder and Matthew Omen, Primal Fear, versus Mark Raspa Jr. and Sebastian Valentino, High Fashion versus Controlled Chaos, Kid Chaos and Papa Juice. All competitors start brawling as soon as Controlled Chaos hits the ring. The brawl spills to the outside and Controlled Chaos take control. Kid Chaos hits multiple people with wooden boards before Papa Juice brings out the bow staff and takes out Valentino, as Omen takes out Kid Chaos with a punch. Juice invites Omen to grab a bow staff, and they duel. Juice gets the better of Omen and sweeps his leg as Chaos gets Juice into. Sorry. As Kid Chaos gets onto Juice's shoulders. Juice drops Kid Chaos onto Omen, who rolls out of the ring. Chaos hits a dive to the outside onto Omen and High Fashion. Onto Omen and High Fashion. Juice goes for a dive, but he's stopped short by a chair to the gut from Hodder. Hodder sets up the chair. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm good. I thought this was another
BJ has
spot where they're
frozen
in the match.
momentarily.
I am K Ultra. I'm sorry. Hodder sets up the chair near the ropes and charges to springboard off of it, but Papa Juice sweeps his leg, sending Hodder face first into the chair and out of the ring. Papa, get away! I'm trying to scroll, not touch you. Sorry. Scrolling. Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to be here. There we go. Okay. Face first into the chair and out of the ring. Papa Juice then sets the chair back up and hits a springboard attack off of the chair and over the ropes onto High Fashion and Primal Fear. Controlled Chaos set up wooden boards and try to put High Fashion through them, but High Fashion both avoid the attack. Primal Fear hits Stereo baseball slides on High Fashion on the outside before Stereo side slams on the apron. Yes, I agree, Joe Hill.
What do you say? Oh yeah, so this was a banger, dude.
Hodder enters the ring and attacks Raspa. Hodder wedges a chair in the corner between the ropes and attempts to whip Raspa into it, but A. Raspa reverses, and B. The chair falls out of position. Hodder stops his momentum and dodges Raspa as Valentino holds the chair in place. Hodder charges, but Raspa dodges, sending Hodder face first into the chair and out of the ring. Omen attacks Raspa, but Valentino hits him with a trash can. Like the whole damn trash can. Big metal heavy thing. and Omen rolls out. Kid Chaos enters and gets a shot from the trash can, sending him out. Juice enters, and Valentino hits him with the trash can before launching it into Juice's face. Valentino puts the trash can over Juice and hits double knees into the trash can. This is the last time I will say trash can. Meanwhile,
Can
Raspa
trash.
sets up. Meanwhile, Raspa sets up a door from the apron to two chairs on the floor. Sorry, bridges a door from the apron to two chairs on the floor. Raspa enters and drops Valentino from a wheelbarrow onto Juice, who is still inside the trash can. Valentino's covers, but it's broken up by Hot. I said trash can again, but it's broken up by Hotter.
Can
Hotter
trash.
tosses Raspa to the apron, but is attacked from behind by Valentino, who tosses him out of the ring. Omen enters with nunchucks and clears out high fashion. Ah, a fellow chucker, eh? Chaos enters, but Omen fights him off. Papa Juice enters with a sword, and Omen goes to the outside and grabs a pair of sais from under the ring. All four Ninja Turtles represented in this match.
Hell yeah.
Omen blocks Juice's attack, and Chaos and Valentino rush in on the attack. Chaos and Valentino clear Omen and Juice out of the ring and face off. They exchange blows until Chaos takes Valentino out with a super kick. Raspa hits a Van Terminator on Chaos, and moments later, Raspa seats Chaos on the top rope and attempts a superplex, but Chaos fights him off long enough for Hodder to interrupt. Hodder tosses Raspa across the ring and ducks his clothesline and lifts Raspa, then collects Chaos for a double Samoan drop. Hodder covers Hodder covers Raspa for a 2, then covers Chaos for another 2. Juice enters with a handbow, and if you're not aware, a handbow is a 3 foot long stick, pretty much. It's the short bow staff. It's like you cut a bow staff into thirds, and that's a handbow.
Adorbs.
Um, and Hodder also picks one up. They square off, and Juice gets the better of Hodder with multiple strikes with the handbow, ending with one across the chest. Juice covers for a 2. Hodder rolls out, and Omen enters and hits a claymore on Juice. High Fashion both enter and hit a smoking hot driver for a 2 that's broken up by Hodder. Moments later, Hodder takes down both of High Fashion with a double spear. Omen enters, and Primal Fear delivers stereo kicks to a kneeling Valentino. Hodder covers for a 2 that's broken up by Juice. Chaos enters, and Controlled Chaos hit a Codebreaker German suplex combo, followed by Critical Chaos. Juice covers, but Omen breaks it up at 2. Moments later, Controlled Chaos bring kendo sticks into the ring and take out Primal Fear. Valentino enters and gets pummeled by kendo shots. Juice covers, but Chaos pulls him off, saying, "No, not yet." And Juice kind of agrees and is like, "Yeah, all right, let's beat these guys up a little bit more." Controlled Chaos slides a door into the ring, and Juice bridges it across two chairs while Chaos beats down Valentino on the outside. Moments later, Controlled Chaos seat Raspa on the top rope, but Valentino comes to his rescue. Valentino tosses Juice out of the
I
ring,
mean,
and Chaos takes down Valentino with a forearm. Chaos returns to Raspa, but Raspa fights back until Juice takes him out by launching a chair into his face. Raspa falls through the door that was set up like 10 minutes ago.
yeah, for real.
Um, and by the way, that door had High Fashion spray painted or stenciled or what, just written on it, and they brought it out during their entrance. I failed to put that in the write up, but you're getting it now, so you're welcome. Uh, Valentino knocks Juice off the apron with a kendo shot and powerbombs Chaos through the door that was set up in the ring. Primal Fear enter and lay out Valentino with stereo super kicks. Hodder covers Chaos for a 2. Moments later, Primal Fear hits stereo kicks and Omen pins Chaos for the 3. Primal Fear defeat High Fashion and Controlled Chaos by pinfall.
Which is crazy considering this was Controlled Chaos's rules. They established the dojo rules. And even after the match, they were walking around like, "Well, this is the second match we lost. We're sorry, guys. We're sorry." Papa Juice was walking over to ringside saying, "We're sorry, guys. Second match that we lost now."
I
Like they're
didn't
feeling
add any of
defeated.
that. I didn't add any of that after match stuff because I literally typed the word pinfall and a period at like 4:15.
It's all right, you know. I mean, like he looked at me. Papa
So
Juice
I
saw
was,
the sadness in my face, and he was like, "Oh, we let Pete down again."
yeah, that'll happen.
I
You
mean,
know.
there is an unfortunate thing in wrestling
Wait, where'd you
where
come from?
I came from plenty of different places.
Ginger, is that you?
Where did you come from?
And
Where did you go?
but the very unfortunate thing about matches that people come up with, they typically don't have a winning record in them. As an example, The Undertaker losing record in casket matches. That was his match. Same with the Hell in the Cell.
Ooh, I was at the toilet, but Abyss and the Monsters Ball.
Yes, another
Ooh.
great example of just match types that somebody comes that is made for them, but they rarely ever win them. But there
Yeah.
is a very key moment in this match where Control Chaos did have it won until Kid Chaos pulled Papa Juice up off of the pin and wanted to deal more damage. They could have
Yeah.
had the win at that moment.
Absolutely. Another moment where we saw that ego interfered.
Yes.
But I mean,
Cockiness, ego, whatever you
to be
want to call it.
fair,
To be
if
fair,
I was if I was in a match with the tag team that cost me my titleship, and my partner decides to go pin and I'm not done with them yet. Because I don't remember if the kendo stick shots were before or after that first initial pinfall. But man, Kid Chaos. Woo! He let out those kendo stick shots on Mark Raspa's back like there was no
oh my
tomorrow.
God.
As
Yo,
somebody
there's
who
a
has taken 2
The
kendo stick
kendo
shots,
shots were right. That's what led to the
oh,
pin. The
okay.
pin. Yeah.
yeah. There's another moment where they have the chopping boards at the front of the ring at the bottom of where everybody comes out. And just that moment where it was time, they were just going to take their heads off. And I think it was High Fashion that they
High
had down
Fashion.
in that spot.
Yeah, in
And they
reverse.
just moved out at the right moment and they break the boards. I was just like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I
But
had to Google quite a few martial arts terms for this summary.
there you go.
Well,
Well,
no,
yeah, job
actually
well
just
done with the
Hanbo.
summary.
Hanbo, and I think my Google search was half of a bow staff, martial arts term or martial arts
Perfect.
weapon.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's exactly what it looks like. So,
yeah.
At least
no,
you're
this is
getting
a
the
great
description
match.
correct. But no,
Uh,
overall, I thought it was a great show on Friday.
Agreed.
I had a blast. Walking into the place, I was like, "Whoa, this feels weird."
That's 2
You've
weeks in
mentioned
a
that
row
multiple
now.
times. Yeah, like what
Yeah,
is it
like
that felt weird to you?
I
last
can't put
week
my
you felt
finger
the
on it.
same way with the hybrid show.
Yeah, I
Or
can't exactly put
Well,
my
that
finger on
hybrid show did have a weird vibe to it, and even
no,
I
no,
can
no, no,
attest to
no.
that. But I don't know
Well,
what it was. But this Friday, I didn't. When I walked in, I didn't get that. We had a packed house. Everyone seemed to be locked in, ready to go. So I'm just curious what it was that maybe was the
it. I can't put my finger on it.
obscure
But it
ambiance.
resolved. You know what I mean? By
Yeah,
intermission, I wasn't like experiencing that anymore. But for the hybrid show, that kind of like nervousness kind of went on for the whole show.
yeah.
I think it's a
but
me
no,
thing.
usually it is. It's just a
Yeah,
BJ
that
thing.
could, yeah. 0-3 in dojo matches. See, there you go. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you
Oh, and
spelled
I'm sorry.
chaos wrong, but like, let's go.
I misspoke at the very beginning. It's not
KAOS.
But
it's
yeah,
not
I think
a I misspoke at the very beginning. It's not a dojo match. It's a Red Dragon dojo match.
yes.
They're
Well, I thought they
I had
billed
to
it as
make that
just a
distinction.
dojo match, so you were right on both.
I was right, but I didn't tell you the whole story.
Yeah,
Red
he's just
Dragon Dojo,
correcting
of course.
himself.
Red Dragon Dojo, of course, is Controlled Chaos's dojo that they
Yeah.
operate.
I feel like now we've gotten to the time to talk about upcoming stuff.
No,
Well, fine. What do you got, Pete?
I got nothing. I just wanted to tell you no, just for the sheer action of saying it. So because you couldn't play it earlier, so I appreciate that now.
You're welcome. I wasn't even thinking about that when I hit it. But see, look, even we don't leave lingering storylines here.
Yeah, see, it just said dojo rules.
It was on Cage Match as well as the announcement. It was Red Dragon Dojo,
Well,
and they had the banner in the back.
the Cookout flyer lied to us then. It's dojo rules. That's all it said in the description.
Well, come on, we can't trust who makes the flyers. Who makes the show graphics.
What? Next Friday, another hybrid show.
Yeah,
I don't
but
care right now, Joe Hale. We're not talking about next Friday, Joe Hale.
We're
We're
talking
talking
about
about
this
this Friday. With that weird
P-
caricature over on the right-hand side.
You ain't got nothing to do.
PWU. Where you been? Jam Session 15. The background is inspired by Dinosaur Jr. and
Yes,
is an album cover
Oh.
from that.
Feel
So
the
that-
pain of
Hopefully they don't get a cease and desist.
But we've
I don't think we're on
let's
the radar.
But who you guys got in the hardcore scramble?
I mean, it's going to
And
change
look-
hands at least 4 times.
Now, it doesn't matter how many times it changes hands. All that matters is the last person to score a pinfall. That would be if
Right.
Sam Adams isn't it. That's the official time change. Kind of think about the WrestleMania 18 hardcore battle royal they did.
Toss the graphic of the competitors up again, please.
Yep, of course. I just wanted to throw the rules up there as well.
Listen, I'm always rooting for my man Billboard. But I don't really see Billboard as a hardcore champion.
But
And that's
God, would he
nothing
be
against
dominant?
him. But he would be dominant, but I haven't really seen him do that style. I gotta go KTB on this. I've seen him in hardcore matches. I've seen what he can do. We saw him take on Face and Declan. That was a crazy ass match. So my money's on KTB being the winner at the end of all this.
Adams retains.
Okay.
You
know what?
Title will change hands
I want that to
9
happen.
times. The title will change hands 9 times in 10 minutes, but Adams will retain.
Well,
I hope that happens.
Like I said, the only one that will matter as the official title change is if Sam Adams doesn't retain the title.
But even still, I feel like that would be the most beautiful ending to this match.
Everybody wins it, but somehow Sam gets it back
Yeah.
at the very end.
My money's still on KTB, but BJ's prediction on that one is spot on.
All right, so I've kind of heard numbers for you already, but I'm going to say that there's 7 people in this match. So over under 4.5.
Each competitor has a 35% chance. Sorry. That's not what we're
Over
doing.
under 4.5 title changes.
I called 4.
Over.
You know what? I'm kind of in the over range. I think that there's a possibility of this hitting double digits.
Everybody's going to wind up having this title. But, I feel like that's just going to be overkill.
I said 9 changes.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it hits double digits.
I'm sticking with 4.
All right. Again, just to point out real quick before we move on, the rules of this 10-minute time limit. The whole match is contested under hardcore rules. If a competitor scores a pinfall or submission, they are the current champion. Whoever is champion at the end of 10 minutes is the winner and said champion.
And I hope they get protection out of the building. A buffer period after the match of
Yeah.
Because they could win and then trip over the rope and get pinned and lose after the match.
Hey, it could happen either way. But the next match to talk about, Busta and the Brain, Alec Price and Jordan Oliver taking on Controlled Chaos in a rematch from a couple weekends ago at JCW, Jersey Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking dope that we're going to have Busta and the Brain in the Pro Wrestling Star Academy on Friday.
Yeah,
Hell
we've seen a
yes.
ton of Jordan Oliver, but now we get to see the unit that is Busta and the Brain.
Yeah.
I've seen them live. I saw them at the gathering.
We
Haven't that
Good for
didn't
you.
we see them at GCW in January or
No, I think
no?
we only
Nah,
no.
they weren't there.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But yeah, I watched the first match, absolutely love it. So I think just like I think the triple threat has tag team match of the year hopes and candidacy at this point, I think this match could get up there as well.
Oh yeah, we know what happens when Controlled Chaos get in the ring, and we've
Mm,
seen plenty what Jordan Oliver can do.
But
Yeah,
especially like Controlled Chaos is in their home arena. You know what I mean? It's like watching like sports teams when they're home and away. Like the Pro Wrestling Star Academy is where they have just built a dynasty. So it's going to be phenomenal to see them bring these AEW superstars to their arena and then show them what they can do. Ring
oh,
familiarity,
absolutely.
ambiance plays greatly into a lot of these matches.
Yeah, yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself, sir. Next, I showed this is one I showed earlier when we kind of talked about it. Phil Winslow versus PJ Savage.
Sprinkle on that.
I'm going to be honest. Love Phil. I think he's absolutely amazing, but I don't think he's up at PJ Savage level. Not yet.
Yeah, agreed. We've seen Sam. We've gotten a taste, if you will, of their interactions, and Savage
Yeah.
is just a more dominant guy.
And what we have to go off of was the SPO Championship tournament in this building.
Yeah,
And
right.
again,
Like we haven't
nothing.
seen Phil Winslow in 6 months in the ring.
Phil
Yeah,
Winslow's one of my guys, man. I'm not gonna pick
he's
against him.
one of my he's one of my guys too, but I can't
Yeah, but you
just
picked against him, so you're not committed.
hey man, I don't pick with my heart. I don't pick with my feelings.
So you should. It's called loyalty.
It's called being a loser.
Cause I'm a
Yeah,
loser,
Big
baby.
shot to choke slam.
Why don't you kill me?
Yeah. Everybody must think that when we get together, that they're probably surprised a triple threat has not been somehow booked between all three of us already.
Well, if you get hit, you might die. So there's stipulations.
And
And if
yet
you
you
get
got
hit in
me
the wrong
choke slam.
place, you
Well, you
could
deserve
be
that.
like blinded.
So I deserve for you to basically hire a hitman and attempt to murder me.
I
You
mean, like,
see
listen,
this, right? He
even
just justified it.
even if it was unnecessary,
Uh,
Joe
What
Hale
do you
out
think
here,
this is?
I like his
Joe,
predictions.
yeah, Joe Hale's out here calling this like we're watching Monday Night Raw or
I
something.
like his predictions, though. You know, I mean, Joe Hale's an active participant in this podcast, and that's what I appreciates about him.
oh yeah,
Is
well
that
he got
really
his
what
name
you
shouted out
appreciate
earlier.
about him?
He got his name
Mhm.
shouted out earlier in the summary when someone stole his chair. Who was that? I don't know. Someone stole his chair.
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, it was like the
Twitch.
second Twitch. Yeah,
Or Sam Adams. It was the Sam Adams Switch match. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
But
he was
moving
standing off to the
on.
side.
For the SPO Tag Team Championships, champions Skull and Bones defending against Primal Fear.
There ain't no way Skull and Bones are losing these titles this quickly.
New champs.
Well, we know where you lean.
I'm kind of conflicted here in this with how hot the tag team division has been lately. It feels like even though they just won it, they could just lose them just as quickly.
That'd be crazy.
But it only takes 3 seconds.
As
I get
much
it.
as we've seen of Skull and Bones lately, it seems that we're forgetting what we've seen of Primal Fear in the past. You know, it's not in recent memory. They are very capable of winning this match.
Yeah, and they currently do hold the dog tag team championships as well.
Oh, do they?
Yes, they are
Okay.
dog tag team champ, and we've seen what this team can do. They are a very deadly team.
You know,
That's
besides the past couple months when I've seen their return at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, it's been so long since I've seen them in the ring. I forget almost what they were like before. So I haven't seen that
yeah.
from them. I haven't seen that primal fear. I haven't seen that hunger, that thirst. Like they come out and they're ready to fight, but there's just they're not dialed up like they used to be. I feel like
I
there's
I
feel
feel
like
like, with the exception of one match we've seen recently, it's all been multi-team matches with them.
yes,
yeah.
and I
And
feel like
that's the
this
problem.
week. I feel like this week also we kind of saw that hunger. I do feel like we saw it this week in that main event.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they
But
weren't
Yeah,
really involved, but yeah.
Potter can't handle a
well,
hambo, but they can go.
yeah. Next, for the hybrid championship, Alex Rivera going after and chasing JP Grayson to get that championship back home where it belongs.
You know what? After having JP Grayson on the podcast this evening, I'm feeling a change of heart. And I think I'm going to root for my boy. That's right, I said my boy. Alex Rivera now. Now I'm going Grayson, man. I'm keeping, like I said, the enemy of my enemy is my acquaintance in battle. He ain't my friend, but he's my acquaintance in battle.
Well, you already know we're picking hybrid here. So
Of
moving
course.
on. For the Silver Skywalker
Damn.
Championship, Declan Grant defending against Flying Ryan O'Neal.
You're a good kid, Ryan. What are you getting yourself into?
I
You
don't
don't
know.
have
I'm
to do
sorry,
this.
Ryan. I'm
You
sorry.
don't have to do this, kid.
He
I don't want
ain't
to see him get
winning.
bagged, but
He
he's
ain't winning,
gonna.
man. Like, there's no way. But I'm picking him because he ain't Declan Grant. So I'm going Flying Ryan. He ain't picking up that W. There's no way he's taking that Skywalker championship from that grimy bastard. But I'm
Yeah,
still
not in the
picking him
hybrid rules
anyway.
match.
Yeah.
Next, for the Traveling Skywalker Championship Triple Threat, JJ Smith defending against Ezra Coleman and Leeds Lewis.
Who?
Yeah, JJ retains.
We've seen Leeds before.
Yeah, he wasn't he teamed
He
up
was
with
on a couple
Jor-El?
weeks ago. Yeah, he
Yeah,
tag teamed
yeah.
with Jordan a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I really saw something out of Ezra this past week, but JJ retains.
Yeah. There ain't no way he's dropping that.
And I don't understand why the crowd hates him so much. I mean, this guy works hard. He's smarter than everyone else out there. I just don't get it.
Yeah,
You need to get the soundbite from Revenge of the Nerds with Ogre saying, "Nerds!"
Well, I mean, Gallows or Anderson would work too,
Because
but
that's why nobody likes him, because he's a nerd. And also,
nerds are in now. Like,
yeah, but he's
nerd
also
culture is like.
But there's a difference. There's nerds who are like nerdy and like just kind of like awkward and cool and weird, and then there's nerds that are egotistical and also huge douchebags that come out and shout at all the people in the arena as they walk to the ring. And that's the kind of nerd that Ed Sheeran looking ginger is.
Yeah, I feel
you
like
got a problem with gingers?
he just is kind of
Well,
responding
you can get the
to the
hell off
crowd
my
reaction.
show, sir.
Yeah, I feel like he's just kind of responding to the crowd reaction. Like, if he came out neutral, it wouldn't be like that. But he comes out and people call him a nerd, and of course that's the reaction he's going to have.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, since we're moving on now. Jay George representing Hybrid and defending the SPO championship against Tommy Grayson in a
The G.I.
rematch.
Joe villain.
Yeah, that's Storm Shadow.
Exactly. That's what it was. Storm Shadow, not Shadow Storm. Damn it.
Um,
Come on, boys. Anything?
I'm wait. I don't. I don't want to talk over anybody. So
if I knew whether or not Dewey and Angel would be there, I would be a little more confident. But either way, I'm going to pick Jay George.
you
Tommy's not
know,
getting that championship back.
part of me wants to go with Tommy on this one. I mean, I did pick him for the last time during the hybrids rule match, but he let me down. And Jay George, my God, what a personality! Every time he comes on, love him, absolutely love him.
The
Can't
man's an
say a bad
absolute
thing about
fucking
him.
genius.
Gotta say, he's my pick, man. I'm going Jay George all the way. That guy's he's a class act.
All right. Sounds good. And our final match to talk about, Pat Dynamite defending the PWU Championship against Griffin McCoy.
Oh,
This is Pat's house, apparently, and it's going to be very difficult for a guy like Griffin McCoy to come in and take that belt from him. We've seen them go before. I think that ended in a no contest or something, or I don't know. But haven't seen a lot of where Griffin's been and what he's been doing lately. But I've seen Pat every week for like the last year, and I think he has what it takes to win this match and retain his championship.
I disagree. I think Pat's gotten too comfortable. I think the problem is that when Pat retains these titles and he holds on to them for too long, he gets comfortable and he doesn't challenge himself. He doesn't push himself to that next limit. After his fight with Declan Grant, we saw a new Pat. We saw a hungrier Pat. The Pat that tapped JP for the PW championship with that crossface. You know, but Pat's had this belt for a while now, and I feel like he's gotten comfortable. His in ring, it's still great, but I feel like he's lacking that fire. And I feel like top guy Griffin McCoy, I feel like he could take this belt and kind of make something new with it. Love Pat Dynamite, 100%. But I feel like Pat needs to be shaken up a little bit so this way he can elevate himself to that next level, whatever that may be. Whether it's this promotion or the next, anyway, whatever it is, Pat has already kind of plateaued,
Well, I
in my
mean,
opinion.
Wow.
he's already top of the food chain here.
Exactly.
You
And
know,
he's been maintaining that position for a while now.
Yeah, he's been champion for about 4 months now.
And I
He
feel like
won.
either he needs like some real competition, or he needs to go for whatever is above this belt.
Griffin McCoy is real competition. They know each other very well.
Yeah. That's why I think Griffin's taking his belt.
All
I think
right.
he's going to take this belt, and I feel like we're going to get another elevated Pat Dynamite who's going to become even more hungry and thirsty because I'm just missing that spark. I'm just missing that spark from watching his in ring. That's just how I feel.
All right.
And
And
when
then
Dynamite blows up, they don't get up.
also scheduled to appear, Dave Reed will also be returning.
Hey,
Dave Reed.
Otherwise, that is everything for this week. Now, over the past week, we didn't get a chance last week to cover it, but there's been some announcements from Super Havoc Pro.
really?
They announced their next show.
Oh, damn.
Not only that, we have some matches out there already. We have Tracy Williams taking on Connor Claxton. we have the Back Seats and Lucky 13 and 6-man tag team action
Wow.
taking on Control Chaos and Jermaine Marbury.
That's pretty crazy.
And then Cole Radrick versus Little Guido.
Sure about that?
No, I'm not.
If Little Guido shows up this time.
Exactly. But there was
But
also
yeah,
another announcement.
But he's not fighting someone from Hybrid, so he might.
what was the other announcement?
Sideshow.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Also, Sideshow Grand Prix Underground in 2 weeks.
YouTube
But
only.
yes,
Mm.
this will be no fans in attendance for this event. This will be strictly online to be seen. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that all plays out.
Yeah. Are they going to pump in audience music or audience cheers?
I don't know. I really don't. I'll make sure I'll make sure it's a bunch of terror screaming sounds and then somebody screaming "Shut up, terror." Yes, that is also true from Joe Hale.
Young, Dumb, and Broke, right?
Something like that.
But yeah, I think we've covered everything today. I don't want to go anywhere near the 4-hour mark.
We're at 320, so that's pretty impressive right there.
Yeah, given all the run-ins, I guess thank JP Grayson, current hybrid world champion, original MF, also all SPO champion Jay George, as well as Hamilton's junior and senior for coming on today. You guys absolutely killed it today.
Thank you.
Got a little worried there. There was some turbulence early on, but we got it back.
Yeah, it happens. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's been another good weekend of us talking wrestling, doing our usual streaming stuff. Our streaming schedule has now concluded for the week.
This concludes our broadcasting week.
Yes. So, for Pete the Wall Peters, for BJ over there, I am the Danger Ginger. Everybody be good to each other, and we will see you next time for Indie Spotlight.